last time on D&D. Having bested Canathar's men at the cost of one of their own, our heroes fled from the beaches heading north towards Mount Aldeos. As they cut through the city, they decided to enjoy the warm lodgings of a pleasant tavern owned by a gnome named Flanagan, who set them up with some rooms. Having found his room, however, Antiquity peered out the window of the nighttime cityscape and saw a strange mystical glint emanating from the walls out of a nearby guarded building. His curiosity piqued, he decided to investigate. Matthias decided to pursue, instructing Palladius to awaken Tonbar, who was asleep in the other room, but alerting the guards in the process. Seeking to ease the guards' suspicion, Palladius and Tonbar tried to defuse the situation, but Antiquity would have none of it, and promptly decided to brutally murder one of them, forcing the gang to kill the other, and even chase down witnesses. Having found themselves in for a penny, they decided to see what the building was about, and quickly discovered that it was a jail. After murdering the warden, they freed its inmates, meeting a strange monk named Ko, who mysteriously identified the stolen gem they had without being shown it. Before they could leave, however, they discovered that the two murdered guards had been found, and the building was now surrounded by Aseir's men. Having not rested for a while, and being gravely outnumbered, our heroes find themselves in a do-or-die situation. Will they manage to survive? Can they defeat Aseir's men, or even make a run for it? And what of the strange monk they met? What answers could he hold? Find out tonight on D&D.
Sick. You need to do Mickey Mouse in the back over there. It's like anesthesia all over the place, man. Alright, what do we got, boys? So we
Alright,
left
there's some things I have to just get right. First, set the mood. Combat. Tough. Shuffle.
could someone pass me a player's handbook? I just want to see I don't think my sneak attack for that. But
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's
So a couple questions. First of all, you guys did level up last session, so I'm gonna have to get your HPs. Your updated HPs. Starting with, I guess, code.
Oh, you didn't? Okay.
Did you not hold the tie last time? What was your health?
Oh, you know what? I didn't, yeah.
I think everyone did.
Yeah, sorry. Updated is 36.
Oh, alright, you're character.
Fuck you.
What was yours, Axel?
I'm currently 35 out of 42.
35. 35 out of 42. Hold on. And what was your max HP, Nick? 36 as well?
Yeah, 36.
Alright. Palladius?
I am currently 40 out of 51.
And Tombar?
I am 34 out of 54.
Antiquity?
30 out of 49.
Got it. And I think I also noted
Hello.
whose turn it was. And it was Matthias and Palladius' turn when we last left, because you guys had similar, equal initiative. So.
See you. See you.
Okay, sweet. Alright, let's get in this. There's four of them inside?
Yeah, and you guys managed to severely hurt one of them, and the other one was also kind of hurt.
Did the door bust down or did we open it?
You guys opened it.
Can we close it behind them?
You can try.
You wanna do that?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll take one side, you'll take another.
Okay, sorry.
We are taking help actions towards each other to help us both close the doors.
I guess you guys would be looking individually to be able to. Well, okay, that kind of.
Alright.
Work, I guess. Where are your figurines exactly?
Mine is okay.
Okay, so you have to move
bad.
past at least two of them to get to the doors. Sure. So we have to move to the front.
So this would be a help action. What would that lead? Or was that the only thing we could do?
Well, okay, so what you guys are trying to do is an interaction right now. So you don't need to roll anything to do that. So you don't need to help each other to do that. What we're doing for equal initiatives is if you guys are doing something in tandem, that's let's say combat related or requires some sort of role that you could benefit from potential advantage on that roll. You don't need a roll to close a door. So that's just an interaction. So you guys can just take that at your leisure.
So I casually close the door.
Okay, so show me your character doing that. Exactly.
You want to just murder these guys?
You guys could, you guys could definitely take actions first.
No, I'm gonna murder these guys.
What if like shove action on the way to the door, and then open the door?
If you take the shove action, that technically counts as an attack, so you can do 2 of them because you have extra attack.
So I could shove, close the door, and then take my second attack.
Does extra attack give you an extra action, or does it just give you bonus attack?
Bonus attack. Shove is considered an attack.
Is it?
Yeah. Shove is instead of
Alright.
grapple.
Sure.
My shove.
Alright, so what do you want to do?
Like there's the option of a
Yeah.
fighter
Okay.
to
Okay.
grapple
Wait.
and then
I will shove this guy
which is
left.
sick.
I think this is that the guy who was severely injured.
I'm pretty sure he was the one attacked by Clue.
He was the one who was severely injured. Because there's 2 people who were. One of them was severely injured.
Slashing some throats and slashing him, knifing and killing.
This one attacked Cope.
Yeah.
This one, I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure
I'm
was
pretty sure
the
that's
one
that
Slashing
guy's
slashing
that guy
and
was
knifing
ready to drop.
Just slash other people.
Okay, so what if I like
Slashing their wrists.
swing at this guy, and then shove action at him?
Yeah, you could.
Okay, that's what I'll
Yeah,
go for.
yeah, you could do that.
So with my with my scimitar.
Yeah, I think you can take advantage on that because you are surrounded by teammates and you have a help person happening.
Yeah, I guess I'm helping. Is that what I'm doing?
I guess you guys are working together.
Wait,
That'll hit.
Okay.
I
Do I
thought-
get an attack or is that?
What?
Do I get an attack at all?
Um,
Or did I use my help action? I don't get what's happening.
I thought you wanted to use your help action.
But because
But
I thought
my
initially
understand-
we
it doesn't
needed
matter because I feel like
close
due with flanking rules, this would still apply.
Alright, cool.
You can damage.
So 4 plus
I'll kill him.
4.
He's dead.
Alright.
Are we just gonna
And,
murder this
You,
entire
you,
trip?
you swing your scimitar and you bury it in the middle of his chest. It protrudes the other end.
I
and he
slashed
falls
through
to
the
his-
middle of his chest.
Oh, you were slashing.
Scimitars.
Oh, you were slashing. You slashed down the side of his jugular, yeah, and it just kind of goes slices like right down like 10, 12 inches, and he just falls to his knee. Blood sprays everywhere across the beautiful tiles and atrium hall.
There was already blood on this.
That's true. It was less fountainy though.
Okay, so I'm imagining like come down with the left hand. Sorry.
Do you have a question?
After he's done.
Okay, go ahead.
Slash, take that guy out, and then sort of shove this next guy
Alright.
as I'm getting to the door.
Give me a shove action. Let me go to strength.
Can I choose to shove with dex, or is it just strength?
I'm just gonna check his strength because he needs strength or dex.
I think shove has to be strength. But
Shove
you can
does have to be strength.
react with dex.
Is it strength or just
Also-
athletics?
Athletics or acrobatics? I think live
No,
athletics.
it has to be athletics.
Athletics, and I can do athletics or acrobatics.
8. Cool. Alright.
You try to shove him, but he holds his ground firmly while holding a battering ram.
I guess that's why they.
Well, I usually go to drop the battering ram.
Yeah.
So.
I guess that's why they kept them on battery.
Yeah. Because it's like you start to stop him.
Yeah.
Dual wielding, can I bonus action attack him?
Bonus action attack.
Using his bonus action.
Yes, you're offhand without adding.
Well, he's a two-handed weapon.
Oh, so you can still add it. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
You still add your modifier, but for attack.
6 plus 7, 13.
Are we rolling advantage on attack rolls?
Yeah,
I
you
know
can
what
go
that
ahead.
one is, but
So 6 for 10, so 17.
17. 17 will hit.
Excellent. So 8 damage.
8 damage. He dies.
nice.
You also managed to kill Nolan. You did you say you slashed him with your scimitar as well?
Like rapier.
Well, no,
Rapier
because it would be like, because I'm trying to shove him with the rapier hand.
Right.
So it'd be like slash, shove, slash.
Right. Okay.
And you said an interact. What's an interaction?
Opening the door would be an interaction.
And is that a free or is that a bonus action?
There's the sheet. I just threw it in the middle.
And you get one free attack.
Yeah. So can I close the door?
Yep.
Excellent.
You can just close one side of the double door.
Okay, I'll work towards that.
For the sake of the fact that we're currently killing 30 people, you mind if I just take all the bodies and start putting them over here this way?
I
If
don't
we're
mind.
making our way this way?
I don't mind. Up to you guys how you guys want to go about looting it. If I accidentally forget where they were, that's not on me.
Just like I'm attaching them to the room here for now, and then as we make our way out,
They
if
were
we
in the
decide to,
5 minutes
Yeah.
in battle, we look back and just disappear.
I just like it almost for like movement.
Yeah.
Because like,
These dead bodies impair movement.
Well, if we kill enough
Where
people,
is
it
he now?
become
yeah,
difficult terrain.
yeah. If we kill enough people, can we block the door with
Favorite terrain! Favorite terrain!
favorite train of dead people? Rangers. I'm glad, dude.
Alright,
I fucking love Rangers.
you took your action, Axel. It's your turn.
I will stab the guy in front of me with my rapier.
Yes,
Go ahead.
Sean. Do we want to roll initiative for all of the spiders? We were talking about this in the car.
We'll get to that. Right now, I'm going to say they share your
Do
initiative.
you guys wanna?
Because we didn't do that already.
It's like bugging the shit out of me that this table fix that.
How do we
I
fix
like it. It gives me the idea that maybe the table's turn.
You know they have.
Of earthquakes.
You want to fix it on this side or the
I
other?
think that it's going to become
Nice.
slightly more uneven.
I'm a man.
It might
Giant piece of pizza.
All those years of watching Tim Allen.
I'm going to.
So I guess you're less funny now, too.
Yeah, right. I'm going to stab this guy in front of me with a rapier.
Alright?
Honestly,
I also lost the ability to improvise. Shit.
Wow.
Oh, that was the worst. That was a 1. So this is a 3 plus
Thrusting
7, so
forward
10.
with your rapier, he manages to nimbly sidestep your attack.
I'll stab him with a dagger with my bonus action.
Also,
ahead.
who got inspo last time?
Yeah, it was...
It was
Tomar, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you want to leave it to
Yeah,
Tom
I
right
feel
now.
like yeah. So yeah, it's Tomar.
1.
So with a dagger,
Yeah, so he sidesteps your attack,
sidesteps out of the way. I'll
Right,
stab
so
him
you have
in
the
the armpit with a
Well,
dagger.
you
that
plunge
and-
your dagger into
like it
his,
was all point of the part
into
of the
his
plan.
underarm.
Sneak
I
attack.
didn't make that last time.
Oh my
12
god.
plus 1 plus 4
That's a kill.
Yeah.
plus 4.
You did that with a dagger?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Don't forget, we also need to lock the
He
door.
sidesteps nimbly, but you come back with a thrust of your dagger into his underarm, which you end up just catching his heart, just kind of going
wanna
into his
keep him
chest,
outside?
so he kind of like
I
stops
wanna stop
in his
projectile.
tracks and just falls dead.
It's their turn for getting fucking hail on.
I will
Just start like letting
move that
groups of
past
4
that
in,
guy
I
towards
guess.
this
Like,
guy.
Am I able to reach the door?
It's
With this guy?
Divide and conquer, man.
You could probably reach the door, but he might
We
take
hide,
off
and just like, just
unless
you
you
in
have
there,
anything
just the door
you
opens,
can
they see you. Oh, that's not bad.
I'm mobile, but I have to attack the person first.
we can
so
lock the door.
I will.
We have
I
the
will lock
battering
the door.
ram now.
Alright?
And there's a
So I
kitchen
can go as
upstairs.
possible as possible.
Alright, so as you reach for the door, he tries to attack you.
The bathroom and everything. We should do that.
Did you get a tiger on?
He'll try to swing with
Yeah,
it
just-
to actually
secure,
pierce
man.
you with his spear. Actually, no, this one has a short sword,
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
and he will miss as he goes for that attack.
I duck under his sword as I grab onto the door and close it.
To the end,
I mean, you
like
close
change
your
form
push.
into a mole.
Opens.
Oh, it opens inwards. Yeah, as I grab on and push the door
Yeah.
inwards.
And then
I look at him and say, "Haha." Sorry, it's not.
Good, clever.
Clever. He's a smart character.
Maybe you should aim.
Antiquity, it's your turn.
Aim your sword.
Aim your sword.
Did you close the door?
You close the other side, yeah.
Close the other side.
Right. Did we lock it?
But they also don't have a battering ram.
They don't have a battery.
So you
Here's
just-
my question.
so you-
What kind of jail door can be taken down by a battering ram?
They battered it
People
inward.
don't break into
People,
jail.
yeah, people,
Definitely not built for that.
astutely perceived.
Except for people trying to break people out.
Can I roll like insight on my history of being in this prison? If I've ever heard the guards talking about like a back door or any sort of.
I think you were just moved into this facility, weren't you?
I mean,
Through the back door.
But I mean, like if
Like
his
relative.
extensive knowledge of prisons in general.
Go ahead.
Sure.
Antiquity did search for the secret door in
12.
Well, your recollection of prisons is a facility of this size would not have.
Sorry, fucking Danny just got back to me. Like, too late normally, but it works out because Eric took care of it. Like, anyway, sorry.
Yeah, so yeah, this facility is not large enough to accommodate a yard, for instance, for which a back door would be commonly used. But so not your understanding.
So-
But it is antiquity stricken right now.
Okay.
Let's see my phone for the music. Never mind, it's right here.
Just say you were literally just playing music. Okay. with my 2 new fancy daggers in hand, I nimbly use the body in front of me as leverage.
I thought you were
Jumping
talking
over,
about me for a second.
like hopping on and over, and trying to beastly devour with my daggers this tiny AT-AT figurine.
Alright, go ahead. Are you trying to gain more height?
Yeah, so I'm
Give me an acrobatics check.
like, yeah, acrobatics, perfect. Still trying to be like you, Elfman. 15.
That will easily get you the height you desire.
Your
You can
RCC.
do your attack roll. You can take advantage on it. What is that total?
6 plus 3 is 9.
I thought that was
17.
I believe it doesn't matter because that will hit and give you your damage.
Remember to add your proficiency for weapons that you're proficient with for scoring it.
Do I get to attack with both since I'm going at with both, or
No,
just
I
have
will
one?
only allow you to act with one. That was just kind of a surprise attack thing you do with the other guards.
Okay.
Do you get a bonus attack or you get a second attack? Because if you do, then I'll allow you to attack
Are
twice.
you dual wielding?
I feel like
Anyone
I am.
that dual wields.
But
gets
do
a
I
bonus
have
action.
like a dual wield? Do
Really?
I have to?
Anyone that dual wields can use their bonus action to attack with their
But-
weapon.
You can't add your proficiency to the damage of the
Yes.
of the
Oh
offense.
yeah,
if you're-
so yeah,
unless
you
you're
can,
two-handed.
you can take a to the damage
Unless you're two-handed
or to
weapon
the
player.
attack.
To the damage. To the attack you can slide.
Okay, so give me another attack roll.
I don't think I have to roll.
I can't see it.
That's a 20, not natural.
Yeah, that'll hit. So yeah, both daggers will hit. You can give me damage on both. Individual, like other individual or the other.
Okay. But one doesn't get.
The added
Yeah, so,
modifier.
yeah, so
One you
roll
don't have
2d4,
dex.
One does?
and
One,
modifier
yeah, one does.
Okay, so this will be the one with Dex. That's 6. That's 1. So 7 damage altogether.
Yeah, so plunging your daggers into the sides of his neck, he starts bleeding profusely, but manages to kind of like stay alive while kind of not holding on to you. I guess. Are you mounted on him?
I'm trying to get close enough to the door to help lock it, and he's the closest thing to the
Right.
door right now.
Okay.
But
Yeah, he
also
staggers
needs to
backwards as you do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Am I close enough to the door? Well mounted, I guess, mounted on this man's head
Yeah,
right now.
you will just give me a sleight of hand check just to make sure you're kind of able to do it from that awkward position.
I'm probably only like 9 feet off
It's
the
not a
ground right
difficult feat, but 9 feet off the ground, you manage to reach.
now. I do it all the day. 20.
Yeah, you manage to find the right key and lock the doors as you do this. Now he's kind of trapped in with you guys. He is a living hostage for now, but I mean, you guys can choose to.
Murder.
Tombard, it's your turn.
Murder him!
No, I want to run up and grapple him. Sick again.
Okay. Give me one of your checks.
So that's
You can take advantage on that as well.
what am
I'll talk back to athletics.
I'll use athletics.
Go ahead.
15, 6, 21.
He will not be able to stop that
Nice.
from happening. So you managed to
Grapple
apprehend
that
him.
motherfucker.
He is now immobile.
Okay.
Double attack count.
So, sorry.
I got him grappled. I guess. Yeah, that'll be it for me. Yes.
Are you gonna say anything to him? Just whisper in his ear.
Happy birthday, bitch!
From all here.
Yeah, can you say anything?
that Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Fuck you till you love me, faggot.
Crazy dumb.
Yeah, it's actually terrifying. Yeah.
So now, you don't add the ability modifier to the damage of the bonus attack unless the modifier is negative.
To the damage.
Yeah, but the ability modifier.
You don't have to bonus to the damage,
No.
but to the attack.
You know. Yeah.
You're saying you don't add the
Ability
modifier to the
modifier.
attack.
Yeah, to the damage. Not the
Yeah, the damage.
Okay, I need you to make that distinction.
Does the
I did
dagger
it
throw
first
finesse
when I read it
weapon,
from the book.
and I do have proficiency
Yeah,
in daggers.
if you're
so I can
proficient
use
with
it.
a weapon, you're going to add a bonus to it regardless.
But I'm not proficient with two-handed, I guess.
It doesn't matter. You're still proficient with using
So-
the weapon itself.
Tombar,
the reason
you
why I don't
apprehend
pass-
him. He is now immobile and in your grasp, and also bleeding all over you.
It's okay.
Ew.
What do you say, or do you ask your teammates or gang to?
I'll just grab him and say, I think we're gonna need a hostage for this one.
The way he's throwing men at us, he doesn't seem to care about their lives.
Yeah.
And I look at his face.
The Aseir.
Also, it's possible that we're
By the
we're
way,
bad
he
guys.
is,
in
he's
this
still
situation.
It's definitely the case.
he is
that we're
still
the bad
holding
guys.
his short sword. You just have him kind of grab. He's kind of like he's still armed.
Whose turn is it?
Just well, Tombar's turn. Is there any interaction or anything like that? You have to. I guess you took an action and you talk to him.
Yeah.
Um,
I think
because next turn will be mine. So.
I think that's Tom Bird's move.
Alright. So it is my turn. So the guy you're holding, he goes, please don't kill me.
Just be cool.
The rest of them were not as impressed. Okay, so the one from the smoke.
The rest of them died.
I'm talking about the rest
Oh,
of
the
them.
rest of them.
They're just so fucking terrifying. Just like murder, and then you just like get stabbed and then taken, and then like everyone's
we should
circled.
really quickly before we keep going. So the fog, like in the rulebook, can be dissipated through like a wind that
Yep.
comes by. But we should probably set like some kind of time for it, unless you don't want to. It's up to you. But
Isn't there a timer on the spell?
there is like a time of like 10 rounds, like a minute, or
Yeah.
maybe longer than that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, find out that timer, and that's what we'll use.
Is it not a magical fog?
It's
Uh,
not.
it's
It's
a
a snowball.
Oh,
Oh,
Smoke foul.
I thought you would guess.
No, we're sort of just pulling a spell out of the PHP to replicate.
no, see, it's concentration up to 1 hour for fog bud. So maybe we should just make it like a minute.
It's
I don't think in a
concentrated right
minute,
there.
What do
but
you think?
Concentrate.
I'll do that at my own discretion.
Alright.
Just
They're going to try to escape from the fog cloud, the ones that are in the fog cloud, by trying to find their bearings based on sound, and where their teammates are. So I'll roll their sound checks, perception, and these are all of them.
How'd they do?
Not well at all.
Yeah, one guy didn't do it.
One guy's just like just right through.
I can hear you guys not hearing me.
One's
Alright.
gonna bump into the spider and instantly
So
die.
one of them is gonna get. He's gonna stumbles out of the smoke screen and caught by the teammate, but the others aren't so lucky, and they kind of just like this one just bumps into a spider, so does this one. This one kind of runs around randomly, and this one kind of wades through.
2 opportunity attacks?
Yeah. Okay, so. Yeah, so so I guess you ordered this. What did you order the spiders to do last round?
To fend them off, basically. The idea is that I want them as far away from the door as possible.
So what was your?
Fend off.
Can you give me like an example command? Do you need a pencil?
Yeah, I had a blue one. Tonight I had a blue one.
I probably took it.
I think
it was like right here.
fend them off is the best thing I would have
Okay.
said.
All right, fend them off. It is.
Thank you.
Do you remember what the what we're rolling for attacks for these spiders?
I think we were doing D12.
Trying to remember.
Trying to
Did I write it
remember
down?
D12 stuff.
D12.
Plus
Oh,
3 to hit,
purple pill.
1d6
Purple hills?
plus 1 to piercing.
Yeah, that was it. But did they get
Couple bills.
poison?
Counterfeit checks with iodine.
If they hit, you roll a DC 11 con saving
That's one.
throw, and they do 7
Yeah.
plus
Okay.
2d6
Let's do this. I'm gonna let you, do that.
Yeah,
I'm
Jesus.
gonna let you do that. So let's start with this one. Give me like a D8.
Minimum
You
9.
can roll that attack if you'd like.
Poison.
Because they're in blindness, do I get advantage? They see in blindness. They have blind.
They have blind sight.
I would not give you advantage on that attack because there's no reason for they can just see, so they don't have disadvantage. Because
But wouldn't these other guys be surprised?
He's talking about the dude
enemies.
like wading through that can't see anything right
Yeah.
now.
Sort of the one dude who rolled 17 in the mouse.
There are 2 opportunity attacks.
Like
I guess he is blinded, so he can take advantage on that. Yeah.
He would have no idea where it's coming from.
With opportunity attacks, are they poisoning the because they're just like slaps.
It's a bite, so yeah.
They're just bites.
No, that's what it is.
Oh.
The bite. That's what the bite does.
That's 16.
That will hit, barely. It lunges towards him and sinks its teeth into his foot and neck.
2 piercing.
Okay, and what about the saving throw?
DC 11 con saving. Yep.
And do I take half as much or none?
You still take the piercing damage. You just don't take any poison.
At all.
But for the poison, usually there's like on a successful save, take half as much or something like that.
I think it's half as much.
What's this?
PHP.
What are they?
Yeah,
Giant. What was it called? Giant spiders.
spiders.
I think it's in the PHP.
Oh,
It's here. Spider climb, web sense, web walker actions. Half as much on a successful one. If the poison reduces the target to 0 hit points, the target is stable with poison for 1 hour. Even after regaining hit points, he is paralyzed with poison this way.
Jesus.
Okay, so the poison is 7, 2d6.
Yeah, I see it.
So
So roll
roll
2d6.
So roll 2d6, add that to the 7, and then half that.
Well, no, you don't. No. It's not 7 plus 2d6. It's just 2d6.
I thought-
It's 7 and in brackets 2d6 because that's
Oh,
what
I see,
2d6 represents.
Oh, it's minimum 7?
No, it's average.
That's not how it works. It's just
Oh,
If you just wanted to do
yeah.
it
I could just do it without
So it's just
rolling and
2d6.
say you take 7 damage.
5. 10.
Take
So
half
that's
of that,
5.
Yeah, he's
Hurt.
yeah, he's pretty hurting. He's like, oh, he
The
feels
poison
the
did
he
good, but
feels
the
like
bite did
and then
shitty.
of course his veins.
Poison will get you.
Okay.
The other one, yeah.
So that's 5 plus 2 piercing.
Maybe that one.
Yeah.
No, it's not plus 2. It's just 2d6.
Well, yeah, but the 2 piercing damage though.
No, it's
No,
It's
I
just.
already looked at it. It's fine. That'll hit.
18.
That will hit.
I thought he did like the piercing
con
attack
saving throw?
first and then the poison damage.
Did you make it? You make it? Con saving? 9
I don't think so.
plus 2.
Dude, roll everything together. Like the
He did
4
not
plus the 2d6.
make it.
Then I need 3d6 then.
3d6?
Well, 2 more.
Wait, why are you
One will
rolling
be
so many d6s?
1 will be for the damage, and
Mhm.
2 will be for the poison.
Go ahead.
I
But you know
guess
what?
is
Just
that
I want you to
okay?
roll them separately.
Okay.
2 for 2.
Oh yeah.
Well, not one at a time, but you can roll them like 2 at a
2.
time. Okay.
And then 10 poison damage.
He takes all of it, right?
Yep.
Okay, so he's reduced to 0, but he's not dead. He'll be stable, so he's 1 HP. And he's,
Or I'll stab him on the
and
way
he's
up.
also paralyzed. Yeah, he's fucked.
Perfect.
Which one was that?
This guy.
No, that guy.
No. The guy Sean just pointed at.
This guy.
Yeah.
That guy?
I attacked him first. I did a decent amount of damage to him. I pretty much reduced this guy to 0, but he can't.
What about the
die.
guy that just waded through?
That guy, yeah, you take opportunity attacks on that guy as well. You
Okay.
can take 2 opportunity attacks.
I get advantage on that, right?
Yep, on both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that'll
it. That's 2 damage piercing. And then I'm assuming he gets full
Yep.
damage on this one. 5, so
Yeah, I got him.
7. Cool.
That
Man. I love conjure animals. Best. Okay, 16.
That'll hit.
3 piercing damage.
Piercing damage has been shit.
This sucks.
Con saving throw.
You'll make it.
Probably doesn't. He takes half damage from here. That's 7, so 6, 3.
It's rounded down.
He'd be so dead.
Okay.
Wait, is that the same guy?
Round up.
That's the
Yes,
same
you
guy.
mostly
The
take inches of
opportunity
my
attack
teeth.
guy.
Yeah,
Probably
that
gets
guy's
0.
also paralyzed.
Round up to the
That's this guy?
Yeah,
That's
still
not
zero.
zero.
Oh.
These-
round up to the
This
closest
guy's good.
inch.
This guy's still up. This guy's down
Yeah.
but stable. So this guy's down but
Okay.
stable.
I just round up ants.
Right. He's not dead. He's not.
No, they're both stable.
They're not prone. They're both up and
Statuesque.
paralyzed.
That's
they're
awesome.
paralyzed?
It's gonna be terrifying when the fog
Dissipates. Yeah.
They don't fall over? Oh, fair enough.
This guy's blocking our path.
You could.
A strong wind.
Well,
Alright.
that was dope then.
So,
They were reduced to 0, right?
yeah, but it says
Satisfying.
that even when that happens, like they're not dead.
How
No, they're
satisfying
not
would it
dead,
be to
but
go
they
slap
fall.
them
They
so
fall
hard
to
it
the
just
floor.
falls over.
Anyone that's reduced to 0 falls prone.
So,
The
thing is, like, it's because
spiders, the
because-
poison can't
it's
reduce
because
them to 0.
yeah, exactly.
The poison paralyzes them at 0.
I'll read verbatim. If the poison damage reduces the target to 0 hit points, the target is stable but poisoned for 1 hour, even after gaining hit points, and is paralyzed while poisoned in this way. So yeah.
So we
If
have
the
to
poison
finish
damage
them off.
reduces the target to 0, the target is stable with poison for an hour.
But does it?
why
my
are
question
they
is, does it?
staying
Why
up?
exactly? Like my question is, why are they staying up? Like,
It's not
if you
petrified.
got poisoned, they're not petrified.
Alright,
they're
alright.
not paralyzed. They're just on the floor.
Alright.
Like that's.
Alright.
I mean, granted, if they were super balanced, it would like set in really
Totally.
quickly. It was like rigor mortis.
But
Yeah,
it's,
stand
it's,
there
it's,
until
more
they're
like,
knocked
it's more
over.
like they're unconscious, right? Like they can't think or do anything, right?
No,
So they
no.
should fall to the floor. Like,
But they make no
Anything to
damage.
make your life easier.
If
It's not-
anything,
it's not
this
making a lot,
helps
it just
me
makes sense.
identify them. It helps us identify
I
them.
hate when they assume it's like it's not a cheating thing. It's like a
Okay.
makes sense thing.
It just happens to be that also it would be
So,
a benefit
so
if they were
Aseir is
prone.
going to command.
I'm not
Aseir is going to command them to try to dissipate the fog using like their cloaks.
man.
All for
Oh
the
man, but do these guys blow in this way?
No, no, no.
Blow in this?
Oh my god, can you imagine they all just shoot, like thinking we're in there, and they just shoot each other.
No, they know their allies are there, but yeah, they're gonna surround the smoke screen. They're gonna use like their capes and their cloaks and whatever they could get their hands on to try to dissipate it and try to make it go away.
So did they stow
So
their
the
weapons?
gayest thing that ever happened.
Not you don't know if they did that. You don't know if they.
You could grab like a clothing while still having a weapon in it.
Yeah, okay, well then
You don't
Or
know.
they just fly.
I'll remind you
Disadvantage
that
for
you are indoors and cannot see any of this, so
Yes.
I don't even have to tell you what's happening.
But do we hear Aseir saying this?
Clap your cloaks, boys!
Oh, I just got expertise in perception.
Oh yeah.
8 plus 13, 22. Is that right? 21. Sorry.
God damn.
22 would have got it.
Yeah, 21. Fuck off.
Yeah, you probably hear him say, "All right, men, dissipate this smoke on my mark."
I take out an
Boss, I
apple.
don't understand those big words.
I take out an apple from my backpack.
Maybe they
Right,
breathe
so
in the
like
smoke
tossing it in.
and blow it up.
Stop it, stop the ones. The fog's gone, they're all wheezing.
So they will use their turn to dissipate the smoke. That's the entirety of their turn. Every single one of them are using help actions on each other, and they're going to dissipate the smoke, revealing the people inside and the little spiders
And the closed door.
and a closed door.
They turned into spiders!
Actually, there are how many spiders are there? Is there enough?
8 spiders.
Oh, it's just like less Solenia.
Alright, it is.
They think there's still 5 of us.
Ko's turn.
Alright, so back in the prison.
Wait, they think there's still 4 of us. So they didn't see code, did they?
They haven't seen code.
But they think there's still 5 of us because they didn't know.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
right.
looking for Noj and Sal. So 6 of you really.
Oh, they didn't find him washed up in some dirty dock.
They may have. You don't know. I don't have to tell you this stuff.
No, you don't.
But we'll find out after we kill everybody and I take his grass.
Can I roll insight on any of the other conversations I might have heard prisoners talking about, or seeing if anyone else seems in any way trustworthy, or is it just...
About what?
I think all the prisoners have left except for the dwarf.
Oh right, everyone got let out.
Except for the dwarf who's
I don't know what happened to this
throwing,
guy.
who's just throwing up downstairs.
Yeah.
Dude, I was gonna give him some orange paste to see if it made him You kind of
Did that cause like any problems with any of these guys? Like
What did?
all the prison mates
I
except
don't
for the dwarf leaving.
Oh wait, why did I tell you
Damn
this?
you, guy.
You're asking me the wrong question.
Right.
I wonder if the dwarf will have his like time lesson to understand this
We'll
stuff.
get him to fight with us.
I'm going to sit down and meditate.
Alright. And
Probably
what
not.
will be the result of his meditation?
I'm trying to talk to my elemental spirit, and I want to see if he's got any advice for this current situation.
Oh man, you
Leave
fucked.
this party as soon as you
Fuck, dog.
Well,
Get out of there now.
As an
Leave this
elemental would say, get fucked.
Don't follow the elf.
Bitch, go back
all
to
it says.
okay.
just says,
Beware
bitch, go
the
back to your
invention.
jail cell and find your character.
Give me a religion check.
Cole can just go back to his cell and.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I don't know what happened.
You feel a rumble.
Maybe we should all get in the cell. Right, wait, no, that's a terrible one.
I know who we are.
Well, we're already in prison.
Make sure around the doors aren't locked.
We're speaking on if strength and dexterity, bench attack, right? I actually have a thing for paralyzed here.
Yep, there's also in the back of this book, there's paralyzed.
Alright,
But
so
they are paralyzed.
you sit to meditate and trying to contact your elemental spirit. And kind of the most that you get is like an internal rumble. But no coherent statement of hey, you can get out like this or something. So not much real help there. Although, give me an insight check.
There's a blue glow.
22. Okay.
There's a blue glow.
Listen for your god, he grunts at you. That's it. I know what that grunt means. Indeed.
It's like
Okay.
people interpreting the Bible.
And sorry,
Just roll
can I,
good insight checks.
what are
Pretty sure you
some
have
of the
grenades.
attacks that you need that require ki?
So I've got a flurry, the
you know what that
patience one, yeah. That's just like default, like monk stuff.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Yep, I got deflect missile.
So you kind of get a with that insight, you kind of get a sense of something that's been building up in you, which is that for a while now, you've been thinking of how to break out of prison, and one of the things you've been working on is your kind of your cell walls, really. For practice, you kind of feel like you understand, kind of like they're sentient beings. You understand the internal structure of that wall because you've spent so much time with it and you've interacted with it. It's attacked you and you've attacked it in a very real way. You've never managed to feel like you have what it takes to actually break through that wall, but you feel like you could give it a shot, and with a strong
Iron
enough.
fist are way out.
Is the prison an elemental?
With a strong enough, you feel like if you manage to hone your energies and also tap into the elemental spirit of the concrete within the walls, then you might get some assistance from your elemental spirit in order to move the structure foundationally. But you would have to do pretty well to be able to do that. But you kind of get an essence of that, like okay, maybe I can interact with these walls.
Iron fist are way out.
Yeah. So I'm going to nod in kind of thanks and then stand up. And just honestly start walking calmly back to my cell and trying to just focus as I on my way,
Alright.
trying to prep.
You don't say anything?
You
He doesn't have the eye of elements anymore, right? Yeah, I do.
I have a line.
We should have like a ball that Helena has to carry.
Like the conch.
Cool. Lysol wipes.
Cole, where are you going?
Yeah, we just put the Lysol X by you, so you know that you've got it. Alright.
The Eye of Lysol.
I think I might be able to get us out of here. I've been working on the walls of my cell for many, many years.
Months, probably.
Many months. Fucking asterisks.
Fucking asterisks.
Why haven't you gotten out yet then?
Asterix
I
is your
think I
cousin.
lacked the proper motivation until now.
Sorry.
Alright.
You do you. Do your best.
You do you.
Do what you think is best.
So you will make your way towards the cell. I will postpone that to next turn, but that will be your actions and movement for the turn. Making it Matthias and Vladius' turn again.
Before you guys do your turn, I'm just gonna say, what do you want me to do with this guy?
Let's start by the sun.
How many of there are you out there? I'm looking at the dude.
How many?
He goes, there's about 20 people.
Where are you from?
The city.
You're just guards.
Yeah, we work for the military branch.
Which branch? I want to form or file a complaint.
Hey, listen,
badge number.
Hey, listen, man. As far as I'm concerned, you guys are all criminals, but I can't really do anything about that. I'm pleading pretty bad over here.
Oh, jeez.
What?
Rick.
Jeez, bleeding pretty badly over here. But I mean, I'm not gonna judge. You do you.
Maybe we can leave him alive, unarmed with a message. For Aseir.
That's a good idea.
No,
Hear me out.
it's not.
Please, I'll convey whatever message.
Alive, unarmed, and
I have a
disfigured.
question for you. How did Aseir find out we were here in the first place?
We talked to the innkeeper next door.
Flanagan.
We basically told him that he had to tell us that you were wanted criminals and he had to divulge your location.
But it was less than 5 minutes that we walked in here.
Yeah, we heard a scream. Well, one of our guards heard a very loud guttural scream as though they were getting disemboweled.
Just
In the middle of the night, in the piercing the night sky and the calm cityscape, traversing to the void,
that's fantastic.
echoing through the.
You have very good diction.
You have a poet's symbol.
There's my prose again. Cheese.
What is like from what I know? How far is the tavern that we were at before?
What? Like the other one?
Yeah.
It's like across the street.
The Lillywag?
Yeah.
It was far ways off. You guys are. This is like kind of more in the middle
And
of
how far is like the dome structure?
probably closer to here, to where you are, than
Right.
where the tavern is.
Okay.
Probably the dome structure would be like over on this side, and the tavern would be all the way over here, like by the beach. So yeah.
That's fine.
Give us your weapon.
Alright, just drops it. Is this mine? Or is this mine? Do you remember?
It's a short sword, right?
Yep.
I'll just take it.
We can put him in a cell.
Let's lock the door again, I guess. Is there anything we can lock the door?
He already locked the door.
Oh,
He
excellent.
has the keys. Alright, but you think you could help me out here?
Do I have the keys? I thought Tom
I don't know if I can make it bleeding like this.
You'll be fine.
I happen to know that you don't take direct damage.
Matthias, we have the stone.
Also, I have some healing energy left.
Don't waste your time.
Sidekick.
I just go over
Also,
to the
I
wound.
can hear.
I just go over to the wound. How does it like where is it?
It was a deep neck wound,
Like right in
just
the neck?
like right in here.
The first time you heard your parents having sex is the visuals version of that. It's horrendous.
Never heard my parents having sex.
Neither have I. Neither have I.
Yeah, me neither.
It makes me think that they just don't have just an immaculate conception.
You ruined their marriage.
I just I use like a tinderbox and like I have some saltpeter I think left over. Just pour it in the wound. I'm just kidding.
You're gonna light him up?
No, I'm not gonna light him up. I'm just gonna like use like some cloth to like dab the wound. Or use some of my water.
Not even gonna bother with the gem.
You're just the perfect healing.
Fuck that.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
And I'd like medicine check. And
Give me a medicine check.
Yeah, and I'm gonna I'm gonna like just like light the tinderbox to like solder the wound. It's like 14.
Yeah, you heal him for a little bit.
I wasn't trying to heal him.
Well,
I was trying to patch up the
It's a
wound.
medicine check.
Fuck you.
Where do I? There it is.
As I like the
Doing a little better.
Am I still on top of this?
No, I think you're not. Yeah, I don't
As
think
I-
you're on top of this guy.
as I light the match, I say this'll hurt. So
Alright.
fuck you.
Let me just see.
Shove it in his eye.
Let me just make a constitution check, see if he screams.
Excuse a little bitch.
Yeah, he uses a collar of it.
The people outside all hear that.
Yeah. Not that loud.
There, the wound is sealed.
Thank you.
I'm gonna drag him over to his cell, throw him in a cell.
I've ground grapple.
You can move him with help. You can use like this kind of as a help.
Yeah.
He's cooperating though. He's not going to struggle against.
Do I still have a free interaction?
Yes.
I'm going to take one of the smoke bomb apples
Okay.
and wedge it into like in between the door, so like or like the hinge in the back, so that when someone opens the door, the apple crumbles. And
So you're gonna try to wedge it in. So it's a closed door. So how are you gonna get it in?
I don't need to. I just need to like push it a little bit into like the corner of the door, so that when it opens.
But it's like, but there's
Yeah,
if
even
you,
the
if you look
bottom.
at if you look at the design, it's like a flat wall. And
He
a door goes
nibbles
into it.
a slot that sticks out of it and then sticks it between the doors.
I'm gonna.
Sleight of hand.
Can you give me like a sleight of hand?
Sneak the apple.
What is that?
Sleight of Kate?
18. The doors don't notice. Sorry, 19.
Alright. You do that.
But doors
As you have said it, it happens.
Okay, cool. Jim Morrison then. He wasn't really there.
Athletics, you drag the now unarmed guard.
Or you're gonna
into
drag.
a cell.
You want to drag him?
Well, if he's cooperating, then
He's
yeah.
cooperating, you have to drag him, but like you can.
Kind of like furry him up a
Yeah.
little bit.
We're gonna put you in a cell, but before we do, just shout out and tell them everything's fine in here. You can go home.
I don't know if that'll convince
Just
me.
say it. Do it.
Say
And
I'll do it.
I
I
squeeze
don't
him-
know
I
if it'll
squeeze
work.
him really
I
hard.
don't know if it'll work, but okay.
You have to roll a 20 performance.
Alright.
Break a leg.
Alright. He goes
Or
up.
I
He
will.
goes up. He goes. Look, the door's locked. I can't.
Just yell out the door. They can hear you.
Hey guys, it's Marty.
Hey guys, it's Marty. Pay attention. I have something to say to you.
Are you?
I'm saying that.
Okay.
So they listen up.
Yeah, so they listen.
All right. Yeah. Everything's fine here. We got it under control. There's no problem. Just go home. He kind of looks at you and goes.
Good job,
cell.
To him, he feels like he just gave him like a trust exercise. Because he's 100% certain that's just not doing it at all.
Did it work?
No. Yeah, they all go, oh, Marty's fine. We just heard a scream, and he's clearly being
Marty
coerced.
killed everybody.
Marty's got it. Okay,
Marty
then,
killed
yeah,
everybody.
We'll take him to
Alright, take him to the cell. Does anyone have the keys other than Antiquity? I think you had both. Wait, didn't you have?
I have the keys. What?
Did you have both sets?
Or no, I gave them to.
No, I definitely.
Because I didn't unlock him. But I
Yeah,
gave
Antiquity had one set, but you guys
Really?
put
Or I had the
Antiquity in
other
the
set?
cell.
Yeah, you
I feel like
could.
you
Oh, I got the other set of keys. Yeah, I got the other set.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got the other set from him after I got
Right.
freed.
Okay. So you put him in a cell and you lock it. And now he's sitting in a cell.
Sweet.
He notices Ko on the other side, concentrating in front of a wall. It's Antiquity's turn.
Okay. So we're all downstairs now?
Well, you weren't.
He's downstairs and he's downstairs.
I probably followed you downstairs.
Right.
You can actually do that for my movement.
Alright. Yep.
Can we all like sort of help action go? Or?
Eventually.
You can do it. You can do it.
I mean,
Okay.
maybe. Depends on whether or not. I mean, you already took your. I guess you didn't take an action.
Some are not. All we did is like walk him down there.
Yeah, so you didn't take an action, so you can still use a help action. Palmar cannot because his turn already passed.
So I'm gonna check, kind of.
But you have to specify how you're helping, but we'll get there.
Well, I would look at what he's doing. Like if he's just attacking, then I'd like shoulder the wall.
He might not accept it. He might not want it.
Perception or investigation on the door and idea of like furniture in the room.
Okay, so as you remember, there was a marble counter. You probably gathered that'd be pretty difficult to move. However, there was a kitchen upstairs with some chairs in it.
Also, just so you know, the smoke bomb is on this side. Like right on
Left
this
side?
point, if you want like a specific point.
Is it just like the cup of water on top of the door when they open it?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna check
Pretty
the
much.
stability of the door, and if I decipher that it's not stable, I'm gonna look for anything that I could physically move.
Give me an insight check.
$17.
The door looks pretty stable. I mean, they were trying to use the battering ram, and they got a few knocks in, so it's probably already starting to crack. You guys do have a battering ram, I guess, that you can use that potentially if you had maybe lifted with the help of one other person to try to wedge it somehow in the door, between the door. There's other furniture upstairs which you can't handle, like the chairs, that you could probably use. Other than that, nothing that can be
Is there any like wedging points, like,
There's
like
the
something
sword
that I
knob.
can reinforce with something large and metal, like a sword from one of these bodies or something?
There's a
like
handle on the door. There's 2 handles, and they're the kind that kind of like go like that.
Okay.
So you could
Tie a
wedge,
rope around it, or you bend a sword.
but there's no like structure around the door that can act as a barricade. You know, like one of those like gate barricades that they use. There's no such thing. Although you can maybe fashion one if you wanted to, or try, or you could wedge something between the handle or something. That's what you figure you'd be able to do.
Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna start to do first. I'm gonna look for, other than the one I have on my back, a big sword.
A big sword.
Yeah.
Well,
Do any of these bodies
yeah.
have a big sword?
Yes, they have a couple of short swords, not big swords, but they have
I
short
was
swords.
looking for something like a great sword, but
Well,
if
They
you've
don't
got
have
short
great
swords,
swords. They have short swords, about this big.
perfect. Ah, daggers, awesome.
Well, I mean, the dagger would be like that.
I know. So I'm gonna grab.
Because he's tiny.
I'm gonna grab 2.
To you, it's a long sword.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna grab 2 of those, and I'm gonna place them
Oh yeah, like the cross into the door handle.
across
Okay.
into the door handle to kind of lock it in place.
I kind of forget what you're saying.
And try like so that they counterpoint each other.
Sure.
Right.
Give me a sleight of hand check. Just a simple one. Yeah, that'll
Yeah. Decent amount.
That'll do. You wedge the door successfully. You feel like it might be stable enough for now. Anything else? Any movement?
I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to look for a sprig of mistletoe or components, which I'll pass to you.
All right. Give me a list when it's your turn again. Bringing us to Talmar. It is now your turn. I guess as they're walking downstairs, you can also choose to accompany them, or stay, or go upstairs, or whatever.
I'm accompanying them with the guy, right?
Dude, yeah.
Yeah.
We just tossed him in the cellar.
Yeah.
We locked the cellar.
Yeah.
So I'm just making sure I got it right. Yeah, I got it right. Yeah. So yeah, you do that. Going downstairs, you probably notice Ko concentrating in front of a wall. Yes, Sean.
Are all the spiders attacking? I mean, they are fending
Oh shit!
off.
Yeah. It is your turn technically, but you ordered the spiders to fend people off.
So basically, just continue to attack
Yes.
and defend.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can continue on the people you already worked on. So these guys can attack and paralyze people, and you can finish off whatever.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try.
Oh.
Well, as long as I hit, they're dead.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I'll do this one first, I guess.
Alright, take advantage.
Yeah.
I think the one with the most comfortable setup right now.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I
but
know
no one
when
in
it's
your lap.
this hard chair is pretty good.
13.
That will not hit.
Second one. Also not hit.
Yeah. So which one's the second one? This one?
That one.
All right.
I'll go for a third one.
All right.
15.
Also will not hit. You guys are.
What are we aiming for?
Is there AC now?
This one
or
over
not?
here.
It's not altered now. But advantage should be pretty convincing. He's just rolling
20.
without it.
So he's
It doesn't matter. He's dead. Yeah. You don't have to roll. Yeah,
5.
he's dead. So
piercing.
he kind of So he kind of like bites off the head of this incapacitated guard. He's just bleeding on the front. Great.
Do these guys see that?
This
happening?
guy
Oh,
over
that's
here.
smoke.
Yeah. Oh, basically, yeah. This post gone. You can see.
19.
That'll hit.
How did they disappear?
He's
Does
dead.
smoke so quick?
4.
They used the 20 people got in a
Yeah.
circle, and on the count of this guy doing like a rhythm beat, they kind of like flapped
They
tips.
indigenously did it.
But
One big smoke signal.
all right.
Okay, so
and-
he did.
Yeah, and you have that one more.
Yeah, no hit. 9.
Yeah, that will miss. Actually, you do have one more
Yeah.
over here.
I'm gonna.
Choose not to hit.
Yeah, hit him.
Well, they're fending off. I can't
Yeah.
choose to not.
No.
17.
That'll hit.
Double 17?
Doesn't matter. That'll hit.
Did she stop chilling on your back?
Pierce.
What did
She attacked this.
6 piercing.
Let me just update the health on these people. One dead, 2 dead. These 2 are both dead. This guy's
Yep.
still alive with 4 health. Okay, and that one's dead. Okay, and then this one, 6. Did you say 6?
6 piercing. 11 DC 11 con saving throw.
He succeeds.
3.
3 damage. He's very hurt though. Alright, the poison courses through his vein, causing him to become weak.
Did they get poisoned from these attacks, or?
Yeah, they'll get poisoned, but not the kind where you take damage over time.
Right.
What does poison do?
Paralyzes after if you're incapacitated. It doesn't matter. We'll get to that if it
Gotcha,
happens. So now it's Tom Brett's turn.
Sorry about that.
Tom just had turn.
Well, what did you do?
No, yeah, you
I
did.
stopped
You
his
did.
turn
Yeah.
to
Sorry,
continue
sorry,
mine
sorry.
because I forgot about
So
the
Tom,
attacks.
yeah. So what were you doing?
Okay, so we are in the cell area.
You're, I guess, yeah, in the cell areas. Yeah.
So we're gonna throw him, this guy that I'm carrying, into the cell that isn't
Occupied.
Ko's, because Ko's in his
Yeah, and
cell.
he's
I thought we already did.
All right.
Right.
Yeah, you kind of did, and
Yes.
then you locked him up.
Yeah, and so he's locked in there. So we're all
Most of you.
we're all down there.
Antiquity's upstairs.
Integrity's up there.
And Ko's in the cell.
And Calico's in his cell. Yeah.
Ko's in his cell. Does Ko look like he would answer me if I said anything, or does
It's
he
up
look
to him.
pretty? Yeah, is he, how do you look?
What are you
pretty?
doing? Explain. Describe your current state of affairs.
So like I'm walking up, and I go into the cell, and I'm starting to like just try and like doing little motions, little like
Yeah.
body stuff, like just like small tai chi, like really small, just trying to focus. And then yeah, and like some of the ground is starting to like not rumble, but like little bits of dust, like Dragon Ball Z is kind of like lifting up.
Let's
Yeah.
see.
I'll just pass. Ko, what are you doing?
The dust falls.
You break his concentration
Yeah.
briefly.
I plan to strike through this wall and free us.
With your fist? I don't know. Alright, I'll turn to these guys and say, well, I think he's gonna need some help. Why don't I grab that battering ram from upstairs?
Not a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea.
So then I'll go up.
Yeah.
That's
You'll think it was you. But
Yeah.
Just about.
My eyes are closed the whole time.
I'll go up and get the battering ram.
I will assist.
I will also assist.
All
So
right.
you have our turns.
Yeah, you guys were talking about health
And my
actions.
fist.
So you managed to lift the battering ram and take it downstairs.
Yeah. Well, it's your turn technically before we start.
I know. But it is still Tom Brett's turn. You guys took health actions on your turns. They only used that.
Oh,
as
Cool.
At least a lot of you did. So. Yeah. So you guys successfully get the battering ram down, and you can maybe like ready an action or something if you want to get ready to smash it while he's attacking or something.
Yeah, I guess if I am allowed to ready it, I will, as soon as Ko strikes the wall, I will strike the wall.
The two of you
with
together.
the
Actually.
battering ram.
Alright. Good. It's my turn. What?
Sean's got an idea.
Okay. Alright.
He's got his dick hard.
Right.
Such a
so,
clue, such a raging clue.
Ko, your turn is after mine, right?
Don't know.
Alright, so now that the smoke has dissipated, they're gonna start to
Sure is.
they're going to begin. Do you have the AC on those spiders?
I put poison gas.
AC is 13.
They're gonna start to clear out the phase spiders that were conjured up. He goes,
That's what I want to
massacre
do,
these
but
arachnids. And so they
I
take
have
the,
a second chance to do combat.
so this first one's going to attack the white one that's on him. He will hit, dealing
What's going on? This one here?
He's attacking the spiders. No, this one.
A white wolf spider? I'm keeping track of all of them, so we'll call that one 1.
Are you keeping track of all of them? 'Cause
Yes, you told me to keep track of all.
Alright, good.
And also, why don't you call them by their color?
Now I'm going to because they changed
They were
color
different
last time.
Right.
Also, one will be purple and one will be deep purple.
Yeah. Or
Deep
like
purple.
Ozzy Osbourne. So white is being attacked. Gotcha.
White will take damage in the form of 4. The other one will also attack it.
Imagine how hard it would be to trip a
Taking
spider.
advantage.
Yeah, you need like 8 legs to trip
I think that's plus
Maybe
3,
more.
I think it is.
If it's +3, it makes it.
Yeah, it is.
If you do it all at the same time, otherwise it would just
6
slow
damage.
down again.
It's
You need another
doing
spider.
really bad.
Yep. So this third one's gonna jump in and try to.
You should
I was
on
gonna say,
each
on
side.
each side.
Cannonballs are going to come out of nowhere.
That's not gonna throw, but yes. Also
It's
hitting.
Dumb is theoretical.
Doing 3 damage.
That spider is gone now.
So stabbing the spider, it kind of with a spinal thrust goes in. The spider dissipates after the quantum winds.
Oh,
Quantum.
those wins.
Yeah. So it's, the spider's dissipated.
Didn't we go over this with the game
For
quantum?
fuck's sake! It's what the fuck?
What?
Jesus, cat.
Killing you?
It's just like went for my dick. All right. We kind of are staggered. Okay, I am fucking dumb.
Pussy just can't get enough of you guys.
Cats
You
are
should
fucking-
try it, dude.
You're so angry. All right, so this one's gonna come and try to help out with this purple one, deep purple one, attacking. That will not hit, so you'll miss, but this one will try to attack it. Also missing.
I think die rolling just like gets this cat going. Oh, just so alert.
That hits.
Yeah, that's a crit. That's a crit.
Don't go for it.
It's just a gamble.
Deep purple?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Six,
really,
nine.
really looking at those
That's
dice.
actually 10.
10?
Do
Do a not so fly.
Yeah, and so this fourth one's gonna throw his spear at it because he's ranged, I guess, because he has a bow and arrow in his hand. Hitting for 7 damage.
Deep purple is gonzo.
It also disappears.
Rock and roll never dies.
Those eyes, though.
Oh shit, they could be using it two-handed. I could be doing more damage with it.
Yeah.
Using what?
They're so
The
scared they don't.
spear
Oh, I
I'm
thought
using
you
it
threw- I thought you threw
I have no idea. You should keep doing what you were doing.
Alright,
Is the cat just developing this little white patch?
this guy's gonna come try to help his
Nah,
friend.
she's
Actually, his friend's
She's had
dead.
that for a while?
I think this guy's dead, right?
Yeah, that guy's dead.
So he's gonna try to two-handed strike the thing. He's gonna
Like
miss.
purple? Miss?
Yeah, so this guy. Also, I can take advantage on that because flank rolls, you will
Yep.
hit.
Gotcha.
Double-handed means D8. Doing 7 damage. Fuck, there's so many of them. Jesus.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
Summon 8.
This guy's gonna come in as well. Hitting. 6 damage.
He's not doing so fly.
This guy's gonna come in as well.
Dude, he eats so many flies.
Also hitting.
True.
I'll hit.
That's a hit.
9 damage.
Purple dead.
Alright. This one's gonna attack this one over here, the green one. Missing. Roll this one. Hitting.
That's a hit.
2 damage. This one will also attempt to attack it. That's a critical. 8 damage.
Like rose soaked weapons.
Not doing so
Yeah,
fly.
and this one's gonna also come and attack. Hitting
There were a lot.
7 damage.
Green
It's
is
like
This is like actually kind of like terrifying, like thinking about like fighting.
Yeah, how much damage they do? Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
happens when you fight swarms.
Yeah.
I was telling Sean this earlier. Alright,
If they hit.
Yeah.
Right, this one's gonna come over.
Also, if you engage them all at
Attack
once,
the yellow one.
meanwhile, they have to bottleneck to get in here.
Word. It's pretty hard to do, but whatever. Good, I'll hit.
that's yellow? Yeah.
2 damage, that wouldn't even roll really. Alright, this one will also come in and try to attack it. Flank rolls. make this in. That was on 1 for a second. This one's gonna make this way there as well.
I'm impressed Guy can keep track of all the things he's using.
Okay. 4
That's
damage.
4? Yeah.
Finally, Aseir is going to use his crossbow.
Oh, I thought he was just gonna use his words and stay behind. Like a little fucking bitch.
Like a little bitch, because he's gonna die just like his friend Kenethar.
Ken, better known.
More like can't Athar.
More like dead afar.
More like
I don't know anybody who can Athar.
I can barely Athar. Yeah.
that's a critical.
Jeez.
Heavy crossbow. That's
It's not good for spiders.
2d10.
Only weakness.
Being shot with an arrow.
If that's the damage he does, it's dead.
Yeah, it's dead. Alright, so
So
he
yellow
shoots it,
is gone.
and just like
Does that spider have been behind like hell and cover
That's
though?
this.
So there's like 2 people in front of it?
There was
Or
4.
4?
Yeah, but he was badass. He rolled a 20.
Yeah, he shot.
So that number would have increased his AC, but it wouldn't have mattered.
Alright.
Alright, that concludes my turn.
Alright.
Go.
All right, so we had kind of talked about like the fist of unbroken
Or Earth. Yeah,
right?
Fist of Unbroken Earth.
Oh, it's
a stone.
Some sweet fisting action.
Yeah, fisting.
I had a great idea.
So yeah, we hadn't really talked about what that would look like, but in the book it says that like it's targeting a creature.
I will allow you to target the wall.
Perfect. As if it's a living.
The little bugs in the wall.
It is a living thing to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect. Things are living.
He really talks to walls.
So, 3 key points to get an extra D10 of damage. Usually the creature has to make a DC save.
It auto fails that because it's a wall.
Okay, so before I do that to the wall, I'm just gonna begin doing my little motion of
Eyes
that
are
again.
closed.
It's gonna start floating up, and
Standing like just this.
I'm gonna touch the
much
wall
too far away.
and say, "Forgive me."
Alright.
And then, yeah, I want to like hit the wall, but like have it almost so like
Just-
my knuckle
Yeah, barely.
just hits a little, and then the rest of it is all energy.
Alright.
Give me some D10.
Go for it. Got a couple there.
Also, we're gonna batter and ram this bitch.
9, 16, 20.
Nice.
Yeah, kind of focusing all your energy into the wall. You kind of like you use your kind of tight chest movements and attack it, barely kind of grazing it. The wind kind of creates a shockwave that spreads in a circular fashion across the wall, creating a visible dent in the wall as if it was just hit by a battering ram, as an example. So yeah, you kind of severely, the whole kind of cell shakes and you can feel it visibly, so you kind of like, with a swift motion of your arm, creates the, like it was shot, like when you shoot glass with a bullet, and it just kind of like does the thing where it spreads, it's like that, so that's what you're looking at, except it's concrete.
Spiral fracture.
Yeah, spiral fracture, there you go, that's what I'm looking for. So yeah, you do that, and the wall looks not very stable.
Cool.
You open your eyes and that's what you see.
And I also have a bonus attack when
You
I
do
attack,
get extra
and,
attack,
and an
yeah.
extra attack as
You
well.
do get an extra attack.
So yeah, I guess I'll take both those just with my normal
Go ahead.
unarmed.
DC 10 on the wall. That's the AC starting on the wall.
Nice. Should I just do both my attacks?
Okay, sure.
It's a wall.
It's a wall. It was a wall the whole time. Plus 6.
Advantage for surprising the wall.
So 13 damage. Additionally, so tell me what you do. How do you attack it?
So seeing the first initial attack,
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of step back, spin a bit, and then do almost like a cricket throw.
All right.
But with my fist at the wall.
I see you.
Yeah. Word. Yeah. One of those, and then as that comes down, I'm also gonna
Alright, so you do that. The first one comes down, and again, visibly like dust emanates from the wall. And the second one does this, and you actually like punch through the wall to the other side, and you see like a fist-sized hole down the wall.
Imagine being on the other side and seeing that.
Yeah. And you, as your fist penetrates the concrete, you feel the essence of your elemental spirit within the wall.
What's up, bud?
Shake a hand.
Yeah. What the fuck? There's nothing. I've made a glory hole. Fantastic.
Thugz and Gladius, it's your turn.
Are we bad on ramming?
Yeah, can
And you ready action, so you can both
Take
grab
this
and
wall
push the
down.
wall.
Mr. Gorbachev.
All right, Mr. Reagan.
Mr. Reagan.
Yeah, you guys can take advantage rolls on that wall.
DC's
Are we all rolling d20s?
Well, are you helping with this? I thought you didn't take help action. I thought you used your action to booby trap the door.
Oh, he
That
said
was
he
last
said he
round, wasn't
ran up and
Right.
got the battering ram
With us, with them.
Right.
So this is our turn again.
All right.
So
Go ahead.
Are we all rolling d20s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
advantage.
One, yeah.
it's strength, right?
Got it one button.
Yeah.
But advantage.
I think you guys did. All right. What did you hit? What did you roll?
13. What? Little
this
cat
is-
has a bag in her mouth.
This is strength.
I think it's roll toilet paper or something.
Yeah.
Just straight strength.
Strength modifier, whatever it is.
Alright,
Athletics.
9.
Athletics, yeah.
12. Oh, athletics. It's
Yeah, so
athletics.
you can add
Then
proficiency.
15.
Okay, yeah. You guys hit the wall.
Paper.
You guys hit the wall.
Nice.
I look like I'm helping.
Yeah, you can give me a d12 each on the damage.
Your hand.
Well,
Do I roll a d12?
What? Yeah.
11.
You were a part of it.
you help?
Alright.
11.
4.
See?
Plus any strength.
No, I'm just gonna flat default for the damage on battering ram. Alright, so yeah, having done so, you kind of like thrust the battering ram with one swift motion. It destroys the wall and completely shatters in front of you, creating like a large chasm in its infrastructure.
Let's scram.
Let's all
Go, go, go!
Wait, where's Antiquity?
Antiquity is upstairs.
I love it.
Yeah, so you guys managed to do this, creating a loud bang. With a loud bang, you kind of destroy the wall.
I look back at the door.
At the door?
At the
door's
dwarf.
upstairs. Oh, the dwarf. The dwarf's like passed out. His cell's not locked.
Are we
He's
gonna
passed out.
kidnap this?
Why? We don't need
Your name
fucking-
is Sel.
Just speaks.
You got some small
That's all you
shoes
can
to
say.
fill.
My name's actually
I'll never fit these. It's so weird if he goes up to the dwarf. It's just like, no.
Squeeze it.
Oh, that was amazing.
It was merely necessary.
Why didn't you do it before to escape?
My room had been punched a bunch. I had it.
But you're kind of getting to know the wall rather than trying to destroy it. It's that type of thing.
Yeah. Well, why did you say that in character?
Kind of like in a relationship.
Because
You do the most damage.
Okay.
at the end.
I know her weaknesses now.
Jesus.
I
But
really know it would just destroy her.
I left a
her
crater in
sister.
her.
yeah, I feel because I don't really want to.
Well,
So what do you guys do? It's Stiladius Matthias. It is kind of you guys just took your turn. I don't know if you can.
I'm gonna step out through the hole
Alright, you can movement as well.
and
Gonna step
take a
out.
look around.
Alright, so the hole is on this side where you guys witnessed the glowing eyes. Where's your character?
Are the horses still there? I thought we were just going straight at the back.
Yeah, no, this cell was. You guys remember where you saw the glinting eyes across from the room?
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, you step out and
Do I see them?
give me a perception check, but probably.
17.
Yes, you do. You also see all the horses are gone except for one. The one that wasn't armored.
Shadowfax.
Quicksilver.
Shadowfax.
Got that Gandalf. Yeah, Quicksilver's still there, but the rest have all been confiscated.
What is the worst cop idea ever?
Let's not take a look.
Well, these horses are ours, but this one they own.
Yeah, they're so hot.
No, it's like they took all the military horses. That's what
We
they
don't
were-
have a warrant
That
for
was
this.
hold on. I want to just point out that Aseir is a very rule of the law, almost like a Soren Solican type.
Oh, you don't have to explain to me.
No, because he like he was
Does
just
he
like,
have a medallion?
no, the thing that you guys were kind of fucking with was his whole thing was you guys were guilty of stealing horses. So it's like the confiscated horses is the evidence. So they just confiscated the ones that were armed.
We're guilty of stealing horses, not of murdering.
Oh, that too.
I'd like to see proof of us murdering
There's bodies. Also, there's giant spiders that are killing as we speak.
Also,
And
some
my
of these
carass
horses
are
that they
And-
tried
yeah,
to
and-
the we
and-
conjure.
and-
Yeah,
and-
they don't
and-
know it's
and
village.
the Karass that belonged to one of their leaders, Canathar, which just found
that in a
found
room.
yeah, they could have planted it. Who knows?
We should previously abandoned by other patrons.
We should go to a court of law and tell them that they stole our
Obvious.
horses.
They stole.
They stole our
Yeah,
horses.
you guys should make a legal case.
Yeah, they stole our
You
horses.
guys should definitely make a legal case for your thing. All right.
After we stole them, they were ours. Like,
Wait. Do I see them
Yes.
see me?
Oh. Let me find out if they see you.
Damn it. Passive stealth? Bashing through a wall.
wow. The wall.
But I can't see. I'm sorry.
whatever, if you enjoyed it. Kept it down anymore.
Oh. This one sees you, clearly. You kind of step outside. Out of a wall, just but you go like.
Can I throw some orange paste at him? Aiming for his eyes.
I'll give you that as an interaction. Give me a dexterity throw.
Come on, 20.
Oh, fuck.
You kind of
They're slowly working up. It was like a 1 and 2.
you pull an orange paste and you throw it, and it goes like 3 feet, just like it lands like right there.
And it turns out that flicking orange paste that someone is a huge insult.
Yeah.
That's like spitting at them.
Do I have the rest of my movement still?
Yeah, you guys.
Orange
Yeah, you
paste.
should. I'll give you 25 feet of movement.
Alright, I'm just gonna go with it, I guess. Like, we didn't talk about which direction we're going.
Away from the guys.
Scatter!
Scatter! Is this like ocean or what's
No.
what
This
is
is from last time. Where's the Lysol? Give me that eye of blindness.
Eye of Lysol.
I was trying to, I was like,
That's what Cam
Yeah.
says.
so good.
Beach Ghost.
You're smarter and clever and cuter. No, stop it. You just blue steel me.
Magnum.
Magnum's to the left, didn't think.
What?
Magnum is when he turns left.
Yeah, you have to do the.
Is that why he couldn't do Magnum anymore?
Yeah, because he couldn't turn left.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Such a good movie.
I'm just gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Is it not working at all?
That's working. I'm just not getting it.
Here, I'll work it. You work the rules.
Under pressure.
Alright. You can probably start at your side. It's probably easier.
I'll get there eventually.
Alright, so you do that. Where do you end up? Sorry, where's your character ending up?
Right there.
Alright.
Just moving. Also, these guys
Just
don't
go back to
really
the inn like nothing
I was gonna dash that
Oh, I
one.
was in my room the whole time.
Alright, so you do that.
I thought I heard a
The
noise
fight
out
is
here.
still, you still have like action / movement. Well, not action, but movement. Maybe an interaction even.
I'm gonna mount Quicksilver.
Dude,
You're
In
gonna
front
mount
of everybody?
You're gonna run across
Yeah, man.
and mount Quicksilver.
Yes.
Alright, go for it. Can we get like a dice case for Quicksilver? Relax, boys. Let's just do this.
Nice.
Alright, so yeah, you mount Quicksilver.
As soon as I'm on Quicksilver, I will.
Get him killed.
I think I healed him with the Eye of Blindness.
It's like GTA when you drive a car and then you bail from it. I do that with the
just pack the saddlebag with smoke bombs.
Yeah.
I'm going to go. I have.
Also kind of
I'm gonna rear
Him?
Oh, loudly, yes.
Yes, as loud as I can.
Oh, sorry. I thought you had the components and stuff.
I do.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
Don't worry about
we'll
it.
get there. Yeah, don't worry too much about it. That's fine.
Nicely done.
Yeah, great. Thank you.
I'm gonna go. So it's like this movement is in squares, right?
Yes.
Natasha, no.
I'm still mourning Forrest.
Just cut through the corner of a building. Yeah, that's not happening, dude. You're gonna have to. Yeah, you're gonna have to. You'll take an opportunity attack from this guy for sure. Doing that. So yeah, you try to. You kind of rear the horse trying to make it go fast. He's gonna take an opportunity attack.
His name is Horus. Horus. Like the Egyptian god Horus.
Is he attacking me, by the way?
No, he's attacking the horse.
Piece of shit.
Yep. AC 10.
You hit him.
Okay. Can I add to his AC at all with a dagger? I try and defend him. Yeah, that's fine.
No.
People do that on non-combat.
What was his health again? Quicksilver
13.
13. No, yeah.
He was at full health.
Yep. He takes 3. No. Yes.
1,000 damage.
3 damage.
Yeah, I'm keeping track
Thank you.
of Quicksilver as well.
Yeah. So Quicksilver takes a graze. with
What's
the
his
spear.
his movement?
Quicksilver
The
60.
Yeah.
Not as fast as a warhorse.
As I go this way,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like probably go there and like probably go that way eventually.
All right. You can probably move the map over there, and you can start using the other map if you want. If you want to move this map like significantly towards Cameron,
Maybe fold it under.
you could even do that.
Oh, so
And the opposite of
Oh,
what I
do
thought.
be careful. Why not fold it over?
Yeah, why not just bring it more towards me?
Okay, let's not get crazy.
there we go.
Let's
Let's.
Can we at least make it Tessellite? Thanks.
You're welcome. As I go this way,
Yeah.
starts like 5, 10, 15, 20, 35, 40, 45, 50, something like that.
Sure.
55,
Imagine
Yeah.
like steering a horse like that. Like you're trying to lose somebody.
as I go that way, I say,
This way, you fools! Aseir, you piece of shit!
As you're drunkenly steering this horse.
As you ride the horse forward.
yeah,
right?
very clever.
Like since your last episode, your character's just changed. Like you're like murdering people, calling them fuck you, fuck you,
Fuck you, bitch.
fuck this shit, fucking kid. I got something to fuck take back.
Good lord.
Alright. It's your turn.
Those are the things I'm looking for.
You ever watched
Starting from ashes
Nathan for
up
You?
here. This
Pardon me?
stuff.
Yeah.
You ever watch Nathan for You?
I split them into spells, so I know if I find any of those, what I
You do find okay, so you do find some mistletoe. You would find spruce as well. They have nuts. There's nuts. You might be able to get nut shells. Phosphorus. They have matches, and there's phosphorus on the matchstick heads.
I just need a small amount. And that will
You,
do.
you'll be able
exactly
to
what I
break the
want.
matchstick heads. And that's it, right?
And Hollyberry.
Where's that? Halle Berry?
Yeah.
Holy berry.
I need her too.
At the bottom.
Yeah.
Find her.
We all want
holy
Holly
berries.
Berry.
What are holy berries?
Holly
oh,
berries.
holly berries.
What are you making, like a fucking Christmas sled?
Yeah. Yeah,
Those holly, some eggnog. I need some spruce.
I
I
need
need some
mistletoe.
shells. I need holly berries.
Oh.
Like actually though, you're just making
Sorry, can I say that again?
Christmas dessert? Like what the fuck?
Making a wreath, man.
Oh. A magic wreath.
Yeah, you'll find berries as well.
How many do I find?
You find I think he has some berries right now. You find like one, what do you call it, a clump with like small. I'm not sure how large holly berries are.
They're fairly small.
Yeah, so
I need to know exactly how many.
13.
Okay. It's because that is the amount of
Yep.
conjure animals I can do.
13.
Yeah, you find 13 in a. Well, I guess there'd probably be more. I was just like the first one that you picked up. I was like, it's like a, what do you call them? Like grapes are like on a stem with like a bunch of grapes.
I wouldn't think people would eat holy berries.
Probably not.
Depends. It's your universe, man.
But we'll say you found 13 for me.
Perfect. And I'm gonna take. I just take the whole stem. I take as many nuts as I can, and say.
Do you peel the nuts?
I'm going to peel them as I'm running.
Alright, you're running with walnuts, peeling them?
Yeah.
Didn't your mom ever tell you not to peel nuts all
Do you burn the mistletoe? Do you take the do you snap up the match heads?
Which
I'm
way is
gonna
he?
take
Is he
the
still up
mistletoe.
top?
Yeah.
Where is he?
And the spruce.
Alright.
And I'm gonna start like
Alright, 'cause
taking the match
you
heads.
hear the banging, you hear the
Yeah.
wall break.
I'm running, like I'm taking what I can and I'm running.
Alright.
And I get to the first downstairs, I assume.
Yeah.
What kind of
The door's still
movement
intact,
have I
isn't it? It's part
used there? What kind of movement have I taken there?
15 feet-ish to get
Downstairs, and then probably another 10 feet to get to where they are.
Is he coming down?
So
Can
I
see
noticed
him coming
that,
down the
I
stairs
just
yet?
heard this loud bang, there's nothing there. I'm gonna go to the
Yeah.
next.
Okay, what was your question?
So he's gonna come and he's turning down the stairs.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, Matthias is gone, right?
Yeah, so it's
So
gone.
nobody can understand.
Basically, as soon as like the wall broke, people started just making a
Yeah.
run for it. This is how your party just scatters.
Instead of scattering, I'm distracting people.
I know what you're doing. Every time.
So as I see him come tearing around the corner, I just be like, Antiquity! I use the hand signal that
Alright. There's a hand signal you guys agreed on. I think
This
that-
is
I think
stay.
it means stay or stop.
Yeah.
So you see him do that as you get to the bottom stairs, or to get to the main floor.
Yeah, as he's coming down the stairs.
Yeah, as he's coming down the stairs.
And I can see him now.
Yeah. So you can see him. He goes like that.
I run past into search of where the hole is.
All right. You can make it to the cell where the hole is using the rest of your movement.
Good. Can I see the outside here?
You can see
find
the
you.
outside. You can see just outside here. You see a cross. You see no horses.
Perfect. I take my match. 'Cause that's all I need. And I cast Wall of Fire.
All right. Show me how you cast it and where.
Okay. So break off just one of the match heads, and say my incantation, which is the rid of my people, and I cast Wall of Fire.
There's no red that I can find at least.
Do you know lighters were invented before matches?
Yes.
I need that as well.
Cool. Well, we all know fucking facts. Fine. Shut up.
I'm sorry. I feel so condescending.
I did fucking know. No.
I don't fucking know your fire.
Can you tell me why
Fuck yourself with your facts.
they went to, why they invented matches after having invented them?
No, I do not know that. Phosphorus, maybe? They just found out a way to solidify phosphorus. I don't know.
And they're like, man, these look way cool.
Yo, you ever struck a match, dog? Fuck, sick.
Probably because they needed to light things from a distance. So probably they invented long matches, like flints and stuff. They used chemistry, doing that shit. Probably needed it for something.
They used chemistry.
They used chemistry.
Turns
That's
out
my,
they
my
didn't,
bullshit.
they didn't want to use gas.
The lighter makes
Are
the
you
fire
counting?
here, but I need the fire to be just a little bit
40,
over
so
there.
40
I tried putting a lighter on a stick. It was just bullshit. It was fucking bullshit.
Man, if only the stick itself is on fire.
Oh my god,
Is
is
this-
trying to get to me?
Blocking mist now? Is it that actually that wide?
Yes.
Okay.
Terrible.
You know what would make lighting this
10,
candle
15,
easier?
20, 25,
A ticking
30,
clock.
45, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. 60 is max length of wall of fire. It is 20 feet high, 1 feet thick.
20 feet high, 1 feet thick.
Yep.
1 foot thick.
When the wall appears, each creature within its area must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed saving throw, each creature takes 5d8 fire
Alright,
damage.
you can start with your spiders.
Sure thing.
Who's there?
They're flaming.
I actually don't know their decks. Do they have any plus decks?
The spiders? Maybe like a +1 or something.
I'm just ready. Oh, I was
I don't have giant wolf spider in my
Plus,
book.
+3.
Nice, you got
+3 to dex. Okay.
What's the DC again?
Haven't done a lot of underwater combat.
I believe it would be your spell save
We haven't done a lot of
Dexterity saving throw.
I haven't done a lot of water.
underwater.
It would be your spell save
good,
DC.
yeah.
That's what I
Spell
thought.
save
Terrible
DC,
choice. You ever try to fight a
Which
dolphin?
is
They're fast, man.
13.
Yeah.
Alright,
So
clever.
I rolled a 17.
Clever.
Makes it.
Clever.
Yeah, they are.
Doesn't make it.
How much damage did they do?
Enough to murder them.
And doesn't make it. So that's, I'll do the first one, second one, third one. 2 of them don't make it. It does 5d8.
Here's some d8s.
Wow, that's a lot of
If you
damage.
really want to. I only have 3.
Did it take half as much on a successful throw?
Yes. I think all of those kinds of attacks work the same way.
Because that means your other one that made it will take half as much damage.
A creature takes the same damage when it enters a wall or half as much damage on a successful save. Yeah, okay, so
Shit, evasion is the shit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No,
This
you
will
just-
be
you can
for
literally, like, go
the
through
first.
Swim with monks.
Blue?
But like,
Alright.
Then he takes half as much damage.
Yeah.
Next level. For rogues.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, so that's 7,
Alright.
right?
yeah, I don't get to tell 7.
Okay, and then full damage for the red and black. 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, red's gone. This is a lot of damage.
Yeah, 5d8.
You don't have to roll it every time.
And black.
I'll kill him as well.
9, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah, I thought it was
You don't
just
have to
one.
roll it. You just roll it, and that's the damage for the whole thing.
I thought that was how it worked too, but I don't know.
It's like a wall of fire comes up and it.
That's how much damage this
Yeah.
does. It does.
Oh, okay.
That's okay. You can use whichever one you want, I think. Use the last one you used roll.
17 it is.
17 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Then you have to roll DC dexterity saving throws on this guy, this guy, this guy, and that's it, I guess.
Yep.
So 3 dex saving rolls against 13 my spell save DC. I didn't know it did damage, otherwise I would have went.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking to do damage, right?
No,
was
it's still
smart.
that's awesome.
Yeah,
Still
it's
awesome.
honestly sweet.
2 people possibly.
Yep. We'll fail, yeah.
Okay,
They'll both be
so
hit
they
by
take
flames,
17.
Yeah, and die. This one takes half as much.
8 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, so I'm gonna cross their names out here.
Jeff 1, Jeff 2, Jeff 3, dead.
So yeah, they're engulfed in flames. They cry out in scorching pain.
I wish I would have read that a little bit more and put the fucking fire
Look at that spicy boy.
Just keep dividing them.
I can cast
Just
another
take a
one.
superior beer.
Yeah.
Totally did.
Help yourself. You want to get a wild man.
I just wanted to wet my whistle.
I have to go to the
Oh.
But my I am outside
Spit in
just
my
barely.
face. Sorry, I just wanted to wet your whistle.
I have just casted Wall of Fire.
Alright. So yeah, just.
And does that stay there?
It stays there
Can
for.
Wait a
someone
minute.
while he's there? Can someone who's free grab a PHP and pull out Wall of Fire for me so I can read it for myself? All right. So you do that. They all kind of people get caught just screaming, gorgeous things. Crazy shit. It is. Great. It is Tom Barster.
Okay.
It's up to 1 minute if he's concentrating.
So,
Wildfire. Can I see that? Thanks. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
That's what I thought. It's a concentration spell. You can't use it because you're already concentrating on the other one.
Which one? Oh, so that means the spider.
The spiders are also concentration, so you would have to automatically just all spiders go anyway.
Yeah.
Because it's also a concentration spell.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. That's fine. I want Wall of Fire to be there.
That's sick.
But
though.
where you
Like,
concentrate
Spider's
on
just like
the
dissipating
spider
the fire.
becomes
Yeah, or it becomes the fire. Yeah.
I'm listening to
Yeah. Okay. So
Wolf spider.
I'm gonna run out the hole, but before I go, I'm just gonna turn to Marty and say, Marty, when they get in here, you tell them that we were cool, and then I'm gonna take.
Yeah, they'll believe that.
We patched him up! Like the fuck?
Yeah, that'll make up for
And
the murder.
killed everyone!
That'll make up for the genocide.
They were trying to kill us.
Yeah.
Self-defense. Go on. All right.
Also, it was those escaped convicts that killed them.
Really trying
Laying it down.
murderers. And then I'll run out. Did I see which way Gladius went?
Slightly down.
Oh no, yeah. Did I see which way Gladius went?
Yeah. You know,
Okay, then I'll follow them.
Hey, Dumba, over here.
We're scrapping from this joint.
5,
See?
10, 15, 20,
Skedaddle.
25,
Skedaddle, see?
30 to there.
All right. Solid.
Vamonos, hombres.
Somewhere here.
Old
Anyway.
brachos.
All right. I believe it's my turn.
Yes.
All right. So they're gonna stay the fuck away from that firewall.
Yeah, it would do a lot of damage.
So yeah, they're gonna need something.
We're gonna stand in the line.
Oh, another one. I'm just like, alright.
This is why I wish I would have read the PHP a little bit better, because I would have done that.
This is why I wish you would have read the PHP.
Yeah, that would have been a massacre.
It would have been hilarious.
Just a seer being like,
Oh, my people are Aseir.
Ah! Ah!
Aseir barks some orders at his men, which you probably can't hear due to the wall of fire. Alright. Okay,
This
so
is.
these three, call it four, are gonna grab horses and chase you.
Are they our horses?
No, because you stole them, so they're not your horses.
Were they at one point in our possession?
They were at one point in your possession.
We know their weaknesses.
Blades.
Swords.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, and the rest are gonna scatter according to his
Let's scram!
orders.
That's all he said.
So with the wall of fire,
Actually, I think actually make it to you.
I have to pick a
Yeah, but you
side
can't
as
attack
well.
Why not?
You're not close enough to attack me.
Well, actually, from here they could, like 5, 10, 15, 20, like they could.
They weren't there, dude.
No, but like that's how it works. That's how it works. Because you move, everything's happening simultaneously, kind of, isn't it?
I know, but they weren't here.
Yeah,
like
like
this
you
guy
are-
was here.
Alright,
Otherwise, he wouldn't have. They didn't
alright.
attack me
Relax.
here, right? Like,
I mean,
Come
he
on,
already
man.
took an opportunity to attack on you, but yeah.
when I placed him there,
Relax.
I looked at that and I was like, "There's no way they're gonna get to me."
At
That's
this point, we
your
should
fault.
probably draw some other buildings too.
Who wants to do that?
Unless this is like the small 6.
we make up the
village.
map? Because
Village.
I'll do it. Oh, this is a bridge to a terrible.
There's only 6 buildings, and one of them is
They
in
fall on
prison.
your head.
Yeah, you can go ahead and draw
This is a party members
some
only
other
bridge.
buildings. Yeah, right, if you like.
Do you have a pass? Just like block that right.
Okay, maybe we should switch mats.
Make a long one. Sorry.
Fuck you.
Who planned this?
Got some words about to this
They
fucking
just,
town
they
plan.
just don't want any drag racing going on.
You can keep
They,
going.
they
You can do the
set
whole
up a
thing.
fucking market, okay, during the day, so that's why it's fucking built like fuck you.
Market in front of the prison.
If you want, you can continue like the rest of it if you want. I don't.
Yeah, that's the real torture. They smell all the baked goods.
Are we gonna be chasing off?
I assumed you guys were taking flight, so there's a bit of a chase going on.
Well, then at that point, I really think you should be making the map because I'm just gonna make it fucking
More of
easy
that.
for
That's
us.
what. Well, I mean, I doubt you would do that.
You're right.
I think you would just try to be artistically, liberal about it.
Here's a narrow passage that only one soldier at a time.
These used to be one building, but they got pulled apart from one another.
I'd say probably like in this general area because that's where the fight seems to be headed.
Yeah, we just don't go.
I'm just gonna pick this longer.
No, this is one complete building.
Seriously, 2 dash action.
It is Co's turn, so you can take a break. Tetris blocks.
Well, that's the courthouse quickly. Also, I thought this was like a small town. There's like a lot of buildings.
This is like this is a residential area of like a townish, not a town, but like it's still a
I guess
city.
if there's
I mean, it's the greater city of Belize.
So the hole was here.
Yeah.
The hole that I burst after.
Yes. So
Yeah.
you're here. Cool.
Yeah, you just iron fisted your way out of this building.
You sure did.
And now I'm gonna go back into finance. Get my chest piece.
So I guess I would also just follow the other escapees and then kind of keep my back to this wall as much as I can, and then try and peek around that corner to see what's going on that way.
That corner?
Yeah.
Alright, so you do that.
Do a wall of fire.
You see, yeah, well, not a wall. You see a wall of fire that way, but you also see kind of nothing from that. Like, not nothing, but like, it's an empty street, basically. You could probably run down it. You guys should probably work together, I assume, to decide where you want to go, but yeah, that's kind of what you know. There's nothing crazily out of the ordinary.
It seems as almost there's a fire elemental over there.
I love it.
Oh, that voice.
It's every time.
Sorry.
That's awesome.
I wish I had chosen something different now.
I love it. Personally, I think it's awesome.
The rest of us
You could canonically change it through some sort of
Yeah.
accident. You get punched in the throat. Fuck. Your accent's just
Just
gone.
go. Ow, fuck.
Is that your turn?
Ow, fuck. Yeah, I just want to do like perception, I guess, to see
You
like.
can hit me, yeah.
Yeah.
Was your shirt sponsored by Pepsi?
They are a provider. Yeah, just 9.
Yeah, you know there's a bunch of residential buildings. You figured maybe you could sneak into one at some point, but right now you benefit from not being perceived by them immediately. Like, they are probably going to try to find you.
So they're moving that way?
As far as you can tell.
Okay. Yeah.
Claudius and Thugz.
Which way are we going?
Could I take an action first?
Go ahead.
Blood? Yeah, go ahead. Sweet. Punch the letters.
He goes all the way around.
It's kind of
In one turn. I'm going to use my cunning action to dash 5 with the
Wait,
horse.
you're on a horse.
Yeah.
You can affect the horse with the cunning action?
Can't you?
What?
Run
The
faster,
horse doesn't
horse.
have cunning action. You have cunning action.
Yeah. But the horse can dash.
Oh yeah, the horse can
How
dash.
does
Cunning
your
action is
ability
me.
to sprint affect the horse's ability to sprint?
Who said I'm going to make him sprint twice?
But like using cunning action as a
That's the
bonus
next
action.
action, yeah.
I should probably figure out what mountain combat is. Like, mountain combat, I only have a few options
Options.
for.
You're either utilizing your own skills and abilities or using the horses. And the horses has limited
I see.
like hooves and
You're
dash.
faster than the horse.
I think you are.
I'm
No,
not
he's
faster
not.
than the horse.
If he dashes, he is. But
I'm faster if I use my cunning action for sure.
Just running past
Could
the
he,
horse.
could he run with the horse, like use the action dash with the
Just,
horse, and then
really quick-
cunning action dash with
Sorry,
the
Pilates, just go for it. I'm going to really quickly take a look at this.
Could he like just jump from the horse after
take
his
your turn because don't worry because you
We're
could
strong
theoretically.
enough
It would have to be
horse
ordered
and then
things.
run
That
with
was inevitable. It would have to would have to be ordered in a specific way, but yeah, it's theoretically possible. It's,
Tomar, what are we doing?
I just asked you that question.
Go. What are we doing?
Perhaps it would be best if we remained out of sight.
They seem to be splitting up. Should we engage?
I don't currently have a count on them. I don't know how effective we would be in our small and limited numbers against such an armada. Patience is a virtue.
is it virtue? Just throws that in. Not related, but patience is a virtue, man.
It's super related. What are you talking about?
Nah, I'm kidding.
I don't know how long this fire is gonna stay there.
Perhaps we can use that to our advantage. If we get close, wait for it to break, and then a surprise elemental becomes us.
Really just gonna throw the word elemental in there? What do you mean, element?
Whenever I can.
Duration of
The elemental of surprise.
The elemental surprise. Do you want me to throw it over to Matthias? What do you think?
If you,
What do we?
yeah.
Also, what are we looking at? So we're just looking at houses. And
Yeah, houses.
So I'm just gonna dash.
Flats, really.
flats.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85. And I hit Gladius, what are we doing?
Clip clobber. Gladius. I say, have we figured out a plan of action? Yeah, actually.
No, we're just discussing that now.
All right. Now, why don't you guys either? Did any of you leave any belongings that you need back at Flanagan's?
Really?
Oh, just wondering.
Alright.
Why are you?
No, I'm just.
I think it's a little late for that.
All right. Well, my suggestion is go to the tavern.
Wait, how the fuck?
There's a wall. There's a 20-foot wall of fire that's blocking their range. Stealthily sneak across, go back to the tavern, rough up Flanagan a little bit. if he says anything about talking,
Pettiest thing ever.
no, if he says anything about talking, because like there's my point. And then just go to your rooms. I'm not even joking. I'm sorry.
I don't know, yeah. I think whatever your character thinks is the right thing to do.
Well, I think Marty saw us in there, and I'm not sure how cool he is. He knows we're cool, but I don't think he's that.
All right. Well, in any case, why don't you guys just go deeper into which way is north?
it says right there in the compass.
Why don't you guys head west, and I'll distract them. Go around, and I'll just meet you guys somewhere down west. But I'll try and get their attention. Go through buildings. I don't know. Just stay hidden.
Where did you get the Eye of Linus from? Linus?
No.
M every time. Like
I'm
Linus, I'm
assuming
saying
Matthias
Linus every
is
time.
saying this all in common, right?
Well, you can hear my voice.
Am I allowed to interact during not my
Yeah.
turn?
Yeah, you're allowed.
You're allowed to talk
like,
whenever
talk.
you want.
You guys are allowed to talk. Yeah.
We got the eye from Mount Valdeos,
Which is located in.
The north.
the north.
Then it is imperative that we head north.
Right now, it's imperative to get away from the horde.
Yes.
North.
Wait, head northwest. How does that sound, Go?
Compromise.
Exactly.
Northwest it is.
Antiquity.
Matthias,
Yes, antiquity.
I have enough energy left to summon enough horses for the rest of us to make a getaway.
All right. That could work.
But
Go on.
I can also summon 13 spiders and we can fuck these guys.
Honestly, we're looking at the numbers. If we have 13 spiders,
They're all divided. If we just pounce on one group at a time, we can totally do that.
Massacre. Yeah.
I can also summon 13 more spiders. And another wall of fire. But I want to go get my chest piece back.
All right.
hits
so,
puberty in that moment.
yeah, actually. So, Antiquity has the power to devastate this army, but only on the condition that gets her chassis back.
Correct.
I did not say that. Mother.
Just name it a chassis.
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 Yeah.
Chorus.
Like that's like something that holds the engine of a car.
Like a chassis.
What the fuck is that?
Caress.
He's doing the IS sign, which probably can be done in French. Right?
I've always heard of this chassis.
He says he can summon some horses for us to get away, or spiders, like wolf spiders,
Or spiders. Little spiders.
Spiders will not make a great
Spiders
getaway.
that size are probably faster than horses. Like,
I don't know. I don't know.
it should be. It's like small spiders are.
You want to
Are they
argue?
domesticated to
Wolf?
ride?
Is that what you want to do? You want to argue? Hey man, this spider should be faster than
It's
a
got
horse.
twice as many legs.
It can climb
40 feet.
buildings.
It can also
too.
climb easily. It can that's climb
So
40
in
feet.
that sense, in a giant city like this, yeah, spiders might be
The spider
faster,
can
but
climb
by the time we
difficult
get out-
surfaces, including upside down on ceilings, without needing to make an ability
You
check.
can also ride them like skateboards.
While in contact with a web, the spider knows.
Dude,
this
could
exactly
you
what
imagine
web
having a spider mount as a rogue and just like getting the drop from literal rooftops inside on people?
Fuck yeah. Terrifying.
Just like tie some like webbing
A hard-
around you and it just lowers you down.
You just do like that.
Brings you back
Mission
up.
Impossible.
No, you do that whole like fucking Banjo Kazooie thing where you wear them like a backpack so that fucking genius.
Alright, so yeah, do you guys summon horses or giant spiders? What do
I
you
can
do?
summon an equal amount of
That's
both.
what you guys can decide right now. 'Cause
Um,
your turns.
Also, is murdering our way out of this the best
No, we
course
should
of action?
We should definitely head north,
Northwest.
northwest.
Right. So as you talk, they draw even closer.
Across the firewall.
No, but the firewall won't be there for much longer because you guys have been talking for chatting, not really lively. So yeah, Antiquity, it's your turn.
Have you taken an action roll?
No.
Ah.
We talked.
We
Alright guys, so let's decide this soon, alright?
Well, I was hoping we'd come to a conclusion, but we really didn't. So,
And
kind of like ready movement based on our decision.
Alright.
Run whatever direction they run.
5, 10, 15. Up to my room with a rope.
Oh, God.
Can I do this?
Yeah, give me an acrobatics check.
Sweet.
Antiquity, summon the horses! Just summon the horses!
15.
That'll do.
Okay. I scurry up, and I'm in my room.
What did you leave behind other than the chest piece?
The quivers.
Ah.
2 quivers.
Right. Well, they're all gone.
I say we bail on the elf. Let's go.
And as soon as I get up, I just take a look, like I'm not in the room. I'm just basically looking. I see that they're not there, and I assume they're gone. And I slide back down. And
This is war.
what?
I said this is war now.
Yeah. Firewall!
Antiquity, summon the horses, and we'll get away.
Okay. Conjure animals. I don't require any components for this. The firewall dissipates behind me as I summon 4 horses.
Waving your hands in a
5,
magical
10,
manner.
15, 20.
Incanting them.
Mission is now finding spiders.
Horses.
Real
1,
spiders in nature.
2.
You want someone at the D10s again? How many? How many?
10, 15,
How many?
20. I'm going to summon
eyes on your
4
back.
horses,
How
and I can summon 4. So I've got
Use those percentile dice.
5, 10, 15, 20. They're gonna have to run because
Yeah. So
I
as you
can't
do
summon
this,
them
as
that
you,
close.
as you do that, the fire wall dissipates completely.
yeah, I jump on this horse, and I'm assuming because I took half my movement, I have half the horse's movement in addition now, 30.
We're just operating as you have all the horses movement. So for now, I'll give you all the horses movement, but not a dash action. But his movement.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I have all the horse
60,
movement?
yeah.
35.
40.
And Thugz, you get to there as well because you prepared your movement.
60.
You're ready.
I wouldn't get that close.
Northwest antiquity, northwest.
The other west. 50, 55, 60.
And then I guess I'll try to get these closer. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10. There.
Thugz, are you also can you take your movement? 'Cause
I'm gonna use the rest of my movement as well. Just 30 feet.
you used 120.
I
feet
used
of
90.
movement. Okay. Go ahead. I wasn't counting.
I was.
Next time I would like you to allow state how much movement you took. Next time that happens. I don't. No, not now. Next time.
I did. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Alright. 5.
And these are war horses
Yeah.
as well. I'm gonna write down their ACs and stuff right now.
Cam, are you doing anything?
Yeah.
Somber, it is your turn.
Mount the horses, let's get out of here.
Over here. Over here, Somber. You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
And I would share that with the rest of your teammates as well.
Sure what?
Yeah, well. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. These boots would be a tight little group here.
As they all go past me, I look back and see Ko and say, Ko! Come with us! Grab the horse! Let's get out of here!
I do so, but I grab the horse by like its reins and run with it, like leading it.
Right. It is not your turn yet, but yes. My turn.
It'd be funny if they just like ran ahead of us.
That's not light.
And as you
What
know,
is this?
I'm completely out of level 2 spell slots now.
Understood, thank you. He goes, we found them, they're over here. Yes.
Oh, you got us, guys. Okay, you hide.
Alright, you win.
What the heck?
Yeah,
those are our
horses.
Oh, I was like,
They all-
fuck.
They just dash, I guess?
Yeah, they used the dash actions to the horses. These three didn't. Neither of this guy was pretty close. Alright. He's alive over here. Oh, those guys are pretty out of commission. Alright, just in case you guys double back, I'll give them movement. Oh.
Oh, go. Coco.
These are dashes, so you're fine for now.
Until you disengage.
Oh, this guy's in dash, so that guy might be able to attack.
I got some tricks in my sleeves.
You got sleeves.
Oh shit! I've got no tricks!
This guy gets to attack you, but the rest of you use their dash to get there.
They get to attack me?
No, this one does.
Oh. Bring him.
What's your AC?
16.
That will miss. He tries to plunge a spear into you, but you nimbly kneel it out of the way. You kind of like do that thing.
If you want any of this at all, I suggest you at least have this.
I think it's your turn now, go. Could be wrong. Yeah, it is.
It's for the
Horse. We have, as long as I can keep my concentration, the wars is up for an hour.
Cool. So they, I don't get any opportunity attacks because they're
If you want
in my.
this.
They just got to your
It's only when they leave your range.
The
They
rest
just
of
got
the
to your
info
space.
is-
3 of them are within opportunity attack range if you decide to leave.
Right. Well, I will spend a key point to disengage. Yeah. Yeah.
What's that
have
called?
options, right?
Yeah, so like for the Step of the Wind, you can spend a key point to take the disengage or dash action as a bonus action on your turn.
Alright.
Your jump distance is doubled for that turn.
Alright. Yeah, you do that.
So
What's it called again?
Step of the Wind.
Step of the Wind. Or Step of the Earth, as we
Previously.
decided to change all the wind ones to
Step
Earth.
of the Earth.
Step of the Earth. You,
Yeah, so I disengage, and then I'm going to, run this way.
Those are all
Yeah, give me
just
movement.
the pluses.
You're on a
So
horse.
that you know what to add.
I'm not on the horse.
Okay.
I'm just grabbing him, but I'm leading him as well. So horse's movement is what, 40?
60.
60.
And your movement is what, 40?
40. So
So you can go 40 and then duck on the horse for another 60.
1, 2, 8. And then get on that shit. Whoa.
Alright.
Sorry, how many?
So you 6, you're on 6.
60.
7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Way to give him the slip there. Alright. After Co, we have Thugz
Thank you.
and Thais.
What about Tomo?
Didn't he not already go?
Four
I think
horses at the bottom.
right now I'm going after.
Yeah, no, he already used his turn.
Do you have a?
Four horses at the bottom. You want a horse?
He already used his turn?
Yeah, he already went. He went before I did.
Okay.
I think. I don't think I missed you, did I?
I'm fine with
I've been keeping Quicksilver.
How would you
to
have
my
gotten there if I
pocket.
missed you? I don't think I did.
Yeah. I moved from here to here.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Quicksilver has 3 of 13 damage right now. No,
Yeah.
he
Got it.
was healed though. No,
No.
he got just damage just now. He took 3 damage.
He took.
So he's got 10 HP.
He's got 10 HP. And he's got 10 AC.
It's your guys' turn.
I'm gonna. Fucking engage.
Alright.
Can you see that horse thing? Horse page?
Do you want to attack with your hooves?
I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
you do +4, 2d6.
Yeah, +4 to hit, 2d6 +4 damage.
Alternatively, you could use your normal attack.
Better than my normal attack, but I don't think it's better than your normal attack.
No, I'm gonna hit him. Dual wielding. I get
Go ahead.
2 attacks. Okay, swing with my scimitar.
Do you get any bonuses for being melee?
I don't think so.
Not unless they're stationary, which they're not.
11 plus 7.
Go ahead.
Or plus 4, so 8.
That's pretty good.
Gonna poke him with my rapier. 3 plus 7.
What's that?
10.
10? That'll miss.
Bonus attack
Go ahead.
with the scimitar. 9 plus 7, 16.
That'll hit.
Doing 8 damage.
You fell him with your blade while mounted.
Nice. So far, the scimitar has done all the damage. This
Your little pokey bullshit that you love.
Damn it!
Any movement?
I
You
guess
killed
we-
one, you can cut your losses and start. Well, you're not really losses, you can cut your wins and quit while you're ahead.
Yeah, I guess. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Horse just bangs on them.
60.
Just like, get there.
What?
Five?
Yeah, take 1 down with you.
Is throwing a smoke bomb an interaction?
Yes. It's an interaction.
Oh, sick.
Well, I guess, I mean,
Up to you.
Unless you're using it
Whatever
as an
you want.
attack.
yeah, unless you're using it as an attack.
Because it's just dropping
You're
something.
aiming at something. Yeah.
Okay.
You're pulling it out as an interaction. Throwing it would be an action.
Okay. Alright. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. As I was passing this way,
Yeah.
as I'm pulling a smoke bomb out, I like toss it in front of me, right there as I'm going through.
10 for you.
Say like closer to them, so maybe somewhere around there.
Go ahead.
Do you want to do like a dex throw or anything like that, or?
You're just dropping it, and you're not gonna fuck it up. Give me a dex anyway. For accuracy, where do you want it exactly?
So I was passing down this way,
what's
so
your
I was
ideal-
tossing it at them.
What's your idea? Okay, alright, go ahead. Yeah,
12
yeah,
plus
you
a
make it
bunch.
there, yeah.
So this square.
Yeah.
So what was it again?
I don't remember. We can try the diameter. We can tell from the diameter.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 5 is 35. I believe that makes it a 40-foot radius.
Okay.
Sorry, 40-foot
4 in
diameter.
each direction. Right?
40-foot
Or 3 in each
diameter.
direction. So that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
From the
6. One
center,
more.
it's 3 out each.
One more.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the diameter.
Cool. So that.
Yeah, go ahead.
I hate drawing.
Here.
Alright. Antiquity, it's your turn.
Kind of dirt too, but
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, oblique spheroid, if you ask me.
Surprisingly, for antiquity's used to the darkness and the night, even though it is currently morning time.
No, it's
Right
not
now.
morning time. It is.
Night,
in the night, yeah.
Nighttime? I am feeling quite exhausted, so I'm gonna take a nap. Not much else I can do. I'm gonna the horse skull. Like I'm just gonna go northwest, I guess.
Yeah.
I can take a dash action, I guess, and go 120.
Yeah, you could, yeah.
Cool. And yeah, I'm completely out of spell slot, so. But, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85.
Alright. Solid. Just moving along, Tomer.
Okay. I will
Once we have more map, I have more.
follow. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna
Follow the slow one!
Yeah, so the smoke bomb will definitely stop those guys completely. These guys are on foot, so they don't really have any chance catching you guys. Because they're not going to try. The only people who have a chance of catching are these people on horseback, but it's just going to command them off because he sees that you guys have kind of escaped and he's going to accept a lost battle. So, yeah, so you guys successfully escape.
Hope that dude I fell was his son.
I charge us here.
If it was, he wouldn't have probably let you go so easily.
He doesn't know he's dead yet.
Does he have a son?
I don't know.
Does he have a family?
Can we find his son?
Also, did Marty think we were cool?
You'll never find out. Right?
Also, who is Vesper?
Marty, like imagine Marty's position like, yeah, I got thrown in jail. Like, yeah, right. Like all of his friends are dead.
Alright. So, you guys, I will consider combat to have ended and I will consider you guys to have prevailed.
Okay.
So,
Wow.
Bad timing.
Hey guys, take it out.
How much saltpeter did I actually get?
I think we specified last time, but I can't remember. I think like at least you had enough for however money you made, and then some. You made like 6 apples, and then you had, I think, and then we said enough for another 7, or 6 or 7.
Alright. Cool.
Alright, for the serious mood.
Yep. So I'm going to keep note of my caress and quivers that I still want, but I'm going to take them out of my inventory
Alright,
right
I
now.
appreciate that.
Anybody else leave anything in the hotel?
No.
You know, didn't get a
Not like
fucking
not
chance.
like you're gonna not that you're gonna tell me, but like yeah. Okay. All right. So
I left my David.
I was gonna say.
I left their David in there.
Yeah. Can't think of the goddamn word. Insecurities.
Oh.
Oh.
2 years of improv workshops.
Already brought that up.
Okay, so what do you guys do? What do you guys are interacting freely now with each other?
It seems we have made a safe decision to run away.
Let's go
I
north.
think we need to make a decision to sleep.
Maybe we should get
Not in the city place.
out of the city.
Yeah. Let's go.
Ko wants to go north. Our new friend, Ko.
Let's head to the mountain.
I noticed that he's wearing like
Holy gear.
like
I see that you are from the Church of Light.
House of Light.
House of
I
Light.
mean, he can correct you.
Church of Light.
House.
Ah. Are they still corrupt?
Personal question.
Divine sight.
Where is it?
I assume at this point you guys are riding together in the northwestern direction.
we started like this, but now we're clip flopping, dude.
Yeah, trotting.
Just like
Aseir has been
like
They see
concentration.
us galloping
for 1 hour.
away, and then they stop. Then we see them stop, and we're like,
And they
yeah,
started-
so they just see us walling trot.
Yeah, like in the distance, it's just like they're going so slow.
It's funny because if he had that spell, he would try to sell the imaginary horses. Yeah, like, hey, you want some horses?
Seriously though, like that's such a genius idea.
I'll say,
The businessman.
I assume you're asking because of my armor?
It was a bit of a tell.
My armor originally comes from the Priory of Leilon, which after the Great War of Cragma merged to the House of Light.
Insight.
Go ahead.
I spent my
You are
training
wrong.
beginnings in the
Let me learn you something.
let's see.
Okay, inside or history?
Up to you, but
If you're trying to remember something's history.
yeah. So yeah.
Wait, you have keen mind, don't you?
I do, but isn't that just like you can recall anything in the past month?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Month or
But
yeah.
did he remember that fact in the
In
past
this
month? Because he would
How
remember
many
remembering
books
it.
have I- No, it was from my childhood.
What was the total there?
It depends if it was insight
Well,
or
what was insight?
insight. Then it would have been 12.
And intelligence and history?
History would have been 5.
Jeez. Well, you did say insight. But insight might just means that you believe him. Basically.
Right,
That you
okay.
believe that what he says is that he believes that what he says to
It's
you.
the true
He's
truth.
not trying to deceive you.
Well, the Priory, yes, of course.
Oh, you know them. Perhaps you can tell me more, because my armor is a bit of a mystery to me.
Unfortunately, I was just trying to make polite conversation. I have been isolated very much of my life, and I'm confusing intimidation techniques as well as with social techniques, and I apologize for it. Working to be better.
I understand. I was
to be working.
alone for 60 years.
In prison.
No, temple.
Same.
It's a form of prison.
Prisons come in many forms. Some in our minds, some in our hearts, some in physical forms.
Matthias?
Yes, technically.
I think we should perhaps hurry to our destination. We only have 1 hour until these horses disappear.
Right.
Should probably disembark it safely at a safe time.
And
before that
also,
they don't just disappear
I
along
fear
the line.
that because the guards are on horses as well, that they could perhaps close any of the gatehouses that might lead us out of Corvinus.
Is it a walled city?
It's a walled capital, but you guys are kind of in the greater
Yeah.
Corvinus area, not in the city proper.
It's like Metro.
Yeah.
We're in Metro.
I think we
stating that we should probably move with urgency and get out of the capital as fast as possible.
Giddy up.
These horses are obviously magical constructs of magical power, so they won't be lasting for very long. I suggest we use them as much as we can, and then get to a safe place to rest before we continue our journey.
Yeah, for
Antigone,
now. Yeah.
you've done an excellent job at getting us into trouble and getting us out of trouble. Let's try not to get us into trouble next time. But I mean, great job getting us out of trouble.
Oh God.
I would like to thank you.
He's a smart character, so he's quick and witty, succinct and present.
That was something a smart character is.
I would like to thank all of you. I have been trapped in that prison for many years. And especially you young one, you small one.
Did you guys ever establish why he was trapped in prison to begin with?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Details, though.
Yeah, exactly.
I still don't know why.
Exactly.
Random monk dude. Cool.
Alright.
Someone told you to take the eye of an elemental.
Yes.
Yeah.
Before I ride
Linus.
farther with you, perhaps we could get to know each other a little bit faster, while also still making haste.
Are you guys going normal pace or fast pace with these horses?
Okay, say like a medium pace?
Normal. It's either slow, normal, or fast.
Do
There's no
spiritual constructs take exhaustion points?
Interesting.
That's good to note.
Their stats function identical to non-magical stats. The only difference is that they take orders from him verbally, and they disappear after an hour. And their counter is Fey, so if someone's trying to detect Fey or detect whatever, they will notice constructs. That's the only difference. And when they die, they just dissipate.
And do they literally look like real horses?
Yes, they literally look like real horses.
Yeah. So to them, we somehow got more horses.
Just like you can have one extremely detailed, realistic horse.
The other one's like
you know what would be
dirt
kind of the trick if you tried to talk to those horses, or if you tried to get Quicksilver to talk to the horses, like if he's talking to them right now, maybe he's tripping the fuck
and
out.
all they hear is script.
Yeah.
like computer script.
Yeah.
Like 0044. Games. Game.
So yeah, to clarify, are you guys going slow, normal, or fast?
Normal, right? I mean, we're not.
I mean, we were just being chased.
But then I thought we kind of came to a fucking.
I'm going fast.
Like, yeah, like I think we're.
Alright, we're going fast.
Right. -5 penalty to passive perception.
Thanks, guys.
What?
No.
Passive perception on the horses or on
No,
us?
on us.
On you. Going fast, you guys can probably make it within an hour. You can make it probably 8 to 10 miles out.
Sure, we do that.
So yeah, so you can do that. What direction are you headed specifically? Northwest? Just
the
going
mountains.
northwest for a
No,
while?
we were initially going
North
northwest to get away from
Or
these
not,
guys.
straight
and
pure north.
Pure north towards the mountains.
Because the mountain is
Northeast.
Northeast.
So yeah, as soon as we can redirect, we're going
Alright,
northwest.
so you guys are going northeast-ish for about 8 or 10 miles. About around the 8-mile mark, you guys that's been like 45, 50 minutes. You can probably start slowing down or looking for a camp or something. I don't know what you guys want to do, or you can just keep going until the horses dissipate. But yeah, if you guys are going to be looking for a camp, you should probably start doing it.
Do you think they dissipate like instantly?
Yeah,
Or it's like a
you guys,
slow
you guys
degradation?
just kind of like fall off. They physically start becoming material, so they'll stay there visually, but they'll be no longer there physically, and they'll start dissipating visually, and physically they're no longer there. So you just fall off the horse.
Wander over.
So yeah, what do you do? So you guys,
I'm just like riding though and like.
Alright.
Well, we don't know when they're gonna dissipate.
Yeah, but he does. So you guys kind of
So I'm just gonna go
So,
until
like,
he says not up to.
Is there any like forested area or anything like that?
well, you guys head north and then east for a while, and not quite deep
Well,
enough.
we should be getting pretty close to Evander.
You are yes,
Raise that
but not that close. I believe there was like 30 miles, if I'm not mistaken. 25 miles. So maybe halfway there, a little bit.
Maybe we should start looking for a place to set up camp.
That's what I was thinking.
And you guys are kind of still in the plains. You're not in the forested areas yet.
How far is the forest figures?
Another probably 20 miles east, 20-ish miles east. But it's kind of like a coast thing. It's like a coastal.
Saskatchewan.
Yeah, you're in Saskatchewan, basically.
That explains the birch trees.
I have not slept under the stars for over 15 years. Tonight will be the greatest night in 15 years.
we find a cave.
Yeah.
15 years and 1 day ago, though. That was a great night.
Is there a cave?
Is there a cave around? Give me a perception check.
You.
Yeah, I'm also looking for a cave.
Which
21.
21.
Be a natural
I'm looking
place for me
for
to
an
go.
outcropping of rocks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perhaps some large glacial erratics.
Uh,
Was this
I'm looking
world
for anything that you can
glaciated?
use that would be better than planes.
10.
Can you give me a perception check if you're looking for anything? Are you looking for anything, or are you just trying
Well, are
to...
there any like large glacial erratics? I was wondering if this, has this place been glaciated at one time, or was it?
Glacial erratics?
Yeah, that's the like really big boulders. They got put there because the glaciers pushed them there. And the glaciers receded.
Alright. Okay, so yes, Tombar, with your... What was your roll for total?
13.
You notice kind of in the horizon, further up north, a structure that might be a glacial erratic.
Big boulder.
Yeah, and Matthias, you also notice it, but you also notice to the east of it, and like closer by, or maybe like kind of off to the side to the east, there's another small structure. It looks like some sort of small encampment.
Kobolds! There seems to be a small encampment beside that glacier erratic.
Well, it's not actually anywhere near the glacier erratic.
About 5 minutes away from that glacier erratic.
Probably longer than that.
About 5 minutes off horses. About 10 minutes off horses on a glacier erratic.
It's okay. So a glacier erratic is like on the horizon to the north, and like we're talking like over there, like so like the horizon over there. That's just like there, and then over there is the camp, like to the.
There's a camp not anywhere near that thing.
Like 2 o'clock away, like at 2 o'clock.
Fairly close-ish.
Closer than the glacial erratic.
There's an encampment not beside that glacier erratic over there on the horizon. Should we?
Well, can he just point it out to us?
Can I just?
Okay.
He does
that way.
He does that. It is, by the way, the dead of night, so I don't know if that'll help.
Oh, nice.
Do I notice that thing as well? No.
How large is the glacial erratic?
In the horizon, I don't know. You can tell that it's the horizon.
The encampment.
It's about the size of a glacial erratic, so
They're big boulders,
we're
like
talking
probably,
Like White Rock.
yeah, like where that is a glacial erratic. That boulder.
Like White Rock.
Noj was there. He could probably tell you more about something, but he's no longer there.
Should we head to that camp and get a closer look?
Why are you looking at me?
I think we should rest first. Well, I was thinking that would be a good place to rest. That or
Just about everywhere we've gone, we've encountered people that we've needed combat.
Then would you rather make it to that glacier erratic?
Killing me now.
Camp on the other side of the boulder, hidden sort of.
That's a good
Or on
idea.
top.
That'd be less hidden.
We could get off the horses and move a little bit more quietly.
You could go slow with the horses, and you'd be able to stealth.
Yeah, but I mean the horses are gonna disappear.
Yeah, that's true.
We could.
Get as close as we can.
Alright, yeah, glacial erratic.
Alright, so you guys heading towards the glacial
And
erratic.
antiquity, we're heading towards that glacier erratic.
That phrase has been said so many times now in the past like 3 minutes.
Rock.
You'll just put glacier erratic like a big
Every
font.
time it comes up.
I'll follow you guys. I'm sort of afraid of making decisions on my own right now.
That's not a bad thing, antiquity.
Fuck you.
Alright,
What's Elvish for fuck you?
we'll get there.
Put that on in.
That's Spanish. That's actually Portuguese. Anyway. So yeah, you guys travel and do you guys get off the horses immediately, or?
I mean, I feel like as soon as we're like walking distance from the boulder, we'll
That's
I mean,
what I'll do.
everything's walking distance, really, if you have the time.
What if there's an ocean?
Yeah, let's walk.
So
At
you
a
guys-
brisk pace.
Yeah, and you walk at a brisk pace. The horse is making it towards the massive rock on the horizon. The horses eventually disappear, and with enough time, you end up making it to the glacier erratic, and you find it as a potentially good place to set up camp, or at least to set up a temporary, shelter, not shelter, but a place. So, like for instance, you could, wherever, even underneath it. Yeah, they all look like that. It's so weird. They're like barely held up by some small rocks.
What?
Yeah, it's great.
They get like that sometimes because like the boulders are being pushed by the ice, and they're like on top of each other, and as the ice melts, like they slowly sink down, and they sometimes rest on top of other boulders.
That's so cool.
And weird. But yeah, so you find something like this, and I assume you can make camp at this point, or make some sort of camp.
I'll tie up Quicksilver like, kind of behind the boulder, as hidden as it could be.
You notice that he's a little bit damaged.
Yes, I will take out the Eye of Linus.
Right. He's already used it for the day, I believe.
Yes, he
On
has.
the horse?
Yep.
I used it on the horse that day.
I'll pet him.
With the rock.
Is that a medicine check?
Sure.
Really?
Why not?
Okay. Give me a medicine check.
Fucking 20, come on.
Shit.
All you're risking is a 1, really.
Yeah.
Upon 20
I pet him, I dig into the wound.
Put it
Exacerbating.
in, let it live in. That sounded
Quicksilver seems to have been damaged. So he was attacked on. Well, that's what we say.
It was a good horse.
Tom is slowly getting more and more evil.
So I reach out my hand and I use
Sure.
my lay
Yeah,
on hands.
Alright.
For
Give me
I guess
3 damage, yeah.
3.
Upon you pulling out the Eye of Linus, I'm gonna walk over to you.
I also walk over.
Do you know what this is?
It's the Eye of Linus.
And I just look over at Matthias, not listening, and take out my hand, knowing that Matthias entrusted it to me, thinking nothing of it. To take it from him.
I'll give it to you.
Perfect.
And Lysol.
What's that?
The Lysol. Behind you.
Careful, antiquity.
And I stored it in my bag. Or
Alright.
I'm working on storing either in my backpack.
I question how good of an idea it is to hand such an important item to someone that none of us can communicate with. I can communicate with.
Maybe you guys should make a symbol for that.
I just talked to him, and to be fair, the horses that you were just riding were summoned by antiquity. So getting us into trouble, but also getting us out of trouble.
So still saying when one of us other than you needs some help, what's the signal for that?
Would you like to discuss that right now?
Well, you might as well, since it's all you.
He seems not very good with hand signals because he seemed to forget the signal for stay. Back in,
He is a little slow.
I can selectively look as well as I selectively hear.
I mean, if you'd like, I can write down some phrases in Elvish on different pieces of paper, and I could give them to you.
So,
if you'd like to say something very specific, like stop where you are.
How about let's just decide on Limus?
What about Linus?
That if one of us shouts Limus at him, at her,
Him.
they will, that elf will understand that we want the fucking rock.
I got you.
Is no one gonna bring up the whole Noja's death ziggurat thing?
Yeah, we will.
Also, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was wondering. You guys are talking about this specific subject.
Antiquity, if anyone ever says Libus to you, they want the lie of Libus. And you do best to give it to them.
Is there like...
I say Libus in common.
Yeah. Okay. So I was supposed to say confusing. Okay.
It's a proper noun.
So I say it wrong like 5 or 6 times, at least until I get a really like cringy face from Tombar. I'm gonna say it like 8 times, really bad.
Like what?
Like limus.
Playing a retard.
I'm trying to speak common, okay? And I'm making it funny
Right, yeah.
for him
Fair.
so that he can continue with the
yeah.
slow elf thing. And then I finally say Lyman's.
Alright.
So yeah, like Nosh.
Dude's dead.
Tombar, how did what you do allow us all to communicate with Antiquity?
Only
Did
you
not
could-
allow him to communicate.
You're the only person who could. Thanks, guys. That wasn't my
How
opinion.
did what you do allow you to speak with Antiquity?
It was the power of Altarius.
You can't just explain everything that way.
Can't
What
I?
happened?
Weren't you trying to help Noj?
I was, but it seems the good Lord Altarius works in mysterious ways.
How good of him to take our companion. I don't put the symbol glowed, and then it seemed like it did something. And you said you heard a phrase.
I did. I heard the voice of Altarius. He said that he had heard me. So we had a mutual understanding in that.
I'm kind of frustrated with this conversation because mainly because it doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm just gonna kind of walk off, still kind of paying attention. Walk off to the edge of the boulder and look and peer at that encampment that's a little bit further away from us.
Okay.
In the meantime, though, before we go to sleep, I think we should ask some questions of our friend here.
You could run away with the horses, you know. You could grab the
A
horse.
horse.
One horse. You could grab the horse.
I also have many questions for you.
Before you speak, though, just one thing.
And then I will use my last level 2 spell to cast Zone of Truth. So, you can't tell a lie. You can choose to not answer things. You also know that I've cast this spell, and you can tell that you can tell that I've influenced you to not.
How big is this zone?
It's only on a specific person, so it's just on him.
Cool.
Yeah, I welcome it. You sit down.
Ask what you will.
Oh, so you guys know, I cast a spell by the power of Altarius that he cannot lie.
Really?
Nor would I normally if you had asked me with politeness and graciousness.
Would you normally lie to us?
No, I would not.
Okay.
You can know it, tell him the truth. That's the first question you can ask.
I told you he was trustworthy.
Well, tell us your story.
My name is Ko. It was not my given name, but it is the name I have adopted now from the elemental spirit of Valanche. He has been my teacher, my guidance, the truth seeker, my redemption.
I will note just at this point that Flange is not a direct elemental spirit.
Right.
A minor elemental. Flange is yeah.
Does
Do I
he
have a
only
name
tell
for that guy
truth?
I think it was Smo or something.
Does he only tell truth subjectively, or can we suss
You
out?
can't
Yeah, as long as
God
if he believes that it's true, then he
What
won't
if he doesn't know?
Then he
Then
tell
he-
you that he
yeah.
doesn't know.
A minor elemental by the name of Smo, working under Valanche, who works in all other elementals in cohesion. Keep the world
Smoke.
Smo. Keeps the world in balance. That is which I seek. balance for the world and nature once again. You have somehow come across the Eye of Linus, which has thrown the world into chaos. And I myself was tricked by a high priest by the name of Orwell Fitch.
Reverend, technically, but yeah.
Right. Okay, so it is a zone, so we are all in the zone.
Yeah.
Yeah. We all can't lie, but you all know that.
I was gonna say you went by a different name back then, but it's fine.
Oh,
So you wouldn't know, but it's fine.
right.
So,
I used to be a
Wait, so he did say that name? No, he did.
yeah, he did. So we'll just maybe call it a different name. It'll be a little bit more interesting. But
Okay.
When I was younger, I was a follower of the House of Light, which we called the Church of Light in my small town of Trim. Canon
that's with a
Bachelor.
Y, by the way.
I don't remember Orwell Fitch.
He was the.
He's Quicksilver's owner.
Yeah, Quicksilver's owner, creepy priest who stole Tonbar for
The
him.
guy who you're like
Yeah.
life lessons. I'll give you a picture.
No, I remember.
I know, but I like that picture.
Should have killed him where he stood.
What was it? So I just caught his name, but what was it that he did? He tricked.
He told me to go to a small remote cave where I procured the Eye of Valanche, and I had taken it, and he'd given me very specific instructions not to touch it with my bare hands. But as I was a young fool back then, I had accidentally touched it,
And I forever spoke like this.
and with it, a minor elemental had taken pity on my plight and has been integrated with my body, and is now an elemental spirit that I can pray to and I can talk to if he's not busy, because he might be doing other things.
That is by far
Did
the
you just
coolest
say-
backstory ever.
You're possessed by an elemental.
Not possessed, greeted by and sometimes catered to.
So yeah, possessed.
No, he has no control over my mortal actions. He is simply a guider, much like Alterius might be to this large one.
Tonbar.
Tonbar, nice to meet you, Tonbar. 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 Tonbar.
All right. Go on.
Like I have said, I was tricked by Orwell Fitch when I was very young. When I bring him this elemental, he told the local authorities that I had stolen it from him, that it was already in his possession, when really it had been in the... Do I have a name for it?
The catacombs of Valanche.
The Catacombs of Valanche, colloquially known as...
The Mystic Cave.
The Mystic Cave. But the Dust Bowl Valley, from what I have gathered through my life in prison, from people coming in and coming out, is that there's something amiss. Nature is out of balance.
I'll say.
Earthquakes.
Earthquakes and catastrophes, tornadoes.
You also happen to know that Valanche is an earth elemental, so
Right.
he's the direct cause, as far as you can tell.
Without the eye of this elemental, he is blind and he no longer can see his purpose, and he's acting in erratic ways, trying to find his eye once more. I don't currently know where this eye is, but the fact that two eyes of two separate elementals means that the world technically be in balance?
No, because there's more than two
Right,
types of
sorry.
elementals.
My job is finished.
Yeah.
Actually, two wrongs do make a right.
Turns out everything's fine.
Eye for an eye.
Neat. The whole world is blind, and then blinds are kind, eh?
We did agree they have two eyes, but yes.
Yeah. So I think it's imperative that we return this eye and then find the next eye and restore that as well, so that nature can once become more balanced. That is my plight.
What would happen?
Are you translating? Just...
Yes.
Okay, good.
It's a lot.
I know, but
It is a lot. Got it. I was paying attention to everything anyways. I
Can
read it
you
down.
speak Elvish?
No.
Okay. Damn it.
I speak Immortal.
What would happen if we don't?
That is an interesting question. The world has been out of balance for 15 years, and it has not been cataclysmic as such
well,
yet.
it has been in Dust Bowl Valley. You've seen what's happened there. The villages, people are migrating. There's really the whole geopolitical
Right, but like
turmoil.
I don't know that necessarily.
Fairly.
Like I know that
Yeah, shit's been
like
happening.
I don't. Yeah. So like
To you, it definitely means a lot.
yeah, but like it's been 15
To-
years
to
and
you,
the world
yeah.
hasn't like ended.
Well,
but
you
it's
know.
like it hasn't been great.
Yeah, well, you don't know that, but to you, like it's
been great for some
imminent type thing. Like it's yeah, and to a large extent, it has ended in Dust Bowl Valley. But yeah.
Right. It will start small, but it will eventually
Avalanche.
Avalanche. That's hilarious. Stupid. I fear that it may reach a point of no return where the years of damage that the lack of the Eye of the Elemental will result in order not being restored. Time is of the essence.
How close does he think we need to get to Mount Valdeus?
How close do you think we need to get to Mount Valdeus?
And so that's the
For the Eye of Linus.
Yeah, the Eye of Linus, but like I don't want to give anything away too much.
Well, how much does your character know?
Right. Okay. I think perhaps it would be beneficial if I meditate and talk to my elemental guidance. Small. Perhaps he can give me some insight on what to do and where to be and what is the best course of action. But I will need some time.
Keep in mind, Matthias, that we did tell Aseir in Evander our story that he didn't believe and where we came from, Mount Valdeus. And it's possible that since he wouldn't know where else we would go, perhaps he would seek us out at Valdeus.
We also told him that we barely escaped with our lives. And he didn't really believe our story in the first place.
Who is this Aseir?
I think they're assuming you're translating.
He was the man outside the prison with all the guards.
So he is
an asshole.
The enemy.
Yes.
But he's not evil.
Evander is...
I don't think they'd be chasing us down to Mount Valdeus. Although they're probably pretty pissed. They're probably going to report back to Evander. I have to meet up with my brother back in Corvinus. So we could
Is that,
brother dead, so you just a bit.
is that not where we came from?
Yes.
Does your brother have any insight on
No. To whatever you're gonna say. No, but
I
what
believe
do you know about the House of Light besides?
the only thing that I know with any certainty is that the House of Light
The
House of Light is corrupt.
What were they
In
trying
that-
to do with the eye?
This I currently do not know. But there is no reason I can think morally that they would accept the imprisonment of a young 10-year-old if they did not have some sort of ulterior motives. Ulterious motives. Yeah.
All the while this conversation is happening, I'm still glaring at the encampment. Do I see any kind of movement at all, or?
Give me a perception check.
25.
13.
Yeah, right.
Nothing of note. It's
Only
just a cabin in the
7.
distance. You can't see it moving or anything. You know, it's just there. Also, Ladius, have you checked to see if your illusory stuff's still there?
No.
Matthias, it is possible in the morning, or after a bit of a rest, that I could assist you with sending a message from here to your brother. And you would be able to send it personally. Like I could send your voice.
I remember you doing that. You got a lot of really cool powers, man.
900 years of studying. It's got to amount to something.
For sure, it doesn't amount to realizing that you don't need to stab people to convince them to do what you need them to.
The king of all men killed thousands. I only killed 3.
You've killed more than that.
Today.
You've killed more than 3.
Before we take our rest, if you have any more questions, I will openly take them, but I would also like to know who I am traveling with. Who are my saviors? Who is this young, gentleman?
You ever seen a drought before?
I
You
have
ever
not.
seen the look in their eyes when
They kill.
Yeah. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
God.
This is antiquity.
I bow in graciousness and yeah.
Antiquity only speaks Elvish. And is a bit slow.
Well,
in the head.
I'm assuming he doesn't translate that.
No. Antiquity goes bowing to you.
That guy
and is blind.
sometimes to move slow is to move purposefully without failure.
I do translate that.
That's
'cause I think
sometimes
it's
to move slow.
It's subtle.
Yeah.
I think it's a compliment.
I take it as a compliment. Thank you.
And you, O horned one, what is your name?
Valadius.
Talakius. I thank you as well, as you have been as kind as I could accept from a monster.
Tiefling.
Which one of those words comes first?
It came out in that order.
I don't correct you.
And your name once more?
I'm Matthias.
Matthias. Thank you for your translation to the slow one, and also your cadence and acceptance of trust.
Of course.
And Tambar,
Tamar.
if you have any other questions for me, I will accept them graciously.
I have no questions, but I will quickly fill you in on my history as you've given me yours. As you know, my name is Tanbar, and I am a half-breed. Half man, half orc. I was born in the city of Trimor, but as a...
That is actually north of, Trim.
South of Trip.
No, it's north.
I believe we said it's south. I could be wrong.
No, I wrote it down like 4 different
I
places.
believe I said Trim is north of it, but I could be wrong.
Oh,
Sorry, no,
you know
sorry.
what? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what
North
I
of Tribor.
Yeah.
That's what it was. So
So you forgot the of.
So Trim is north of Tribor?
Yeah. And by the way, Trim is with a Y, not an I.
It's so weird that you keep making that distinction that I'm like...
Because I know they're writing TRIM.
I am.
But I'm just like worried that it means more, but it probably doesn't. But
It doesn't, but
And-
like, I just like them having accurate notes.
I also like really like not to an extent because like you build an idea of understanding until you see a map where it's correctly
Yeah,
stated,
that's true.
right? Because if none of these guys have ever heard how it's spelt or asking
Yeah,
him
you're not
how
gonna
it's spelt,
know.
then you're not going
Yeah,
to
that's
know.
fair. Good point.
Which
I'll,
subjective
I'll,
knowledge.
yeah, I'll keep that in mind for next time.
so sorry.
Yes,
Tell me.
born in Tribor, but as a young half-man I was cast out of the city, and I wandered into the mountains and found a temple where Alturius spoke to me and showed me this armor and this spear and this whip. and I lived there for the next 60 years, training as a paladin of Alturius, before some pilgrimaging clerics cast me out there. I'm now searching for Alturius in this world, though the priest you say tricked you told me that it is my God-given duty to protect this group of people.
Well, having had 15 years to think about the injustice that they have suffered, I have come to believe that perhaps everyone has a right to believe in anything that allows them to sleep at night, but it is perhaps the institution itself that is broken. Man can be broken. Gods themselves are to be trusted by the people themselves. I wish you to know that I harbor no ill will towards you and your love of Alturius, but the church itself.
Tonbar, clarify again, did you cast a zone of truth? Like some kind of field of circle?
It is a zone.
Right. Good to know. I think we need to...
Who killed my father?
Exactly. Which one of you motherfuckers? We need to pay Orwell Fitch a visit.
I think that perhaps we should.
Do you know Orwell Fitch?
I start setting up camp.
The ground around me starts to like kind of rise in almost like anger.
Glacier erratic against a wall.
Yeah.
Oh, calm down. Calm down.
I spent a night in his church, and in the morning, when my compatriots compatriots had left, he told me that it was Alturius' will that I protect them, and he gave me this horse that I might chase after them, and I did, and I've been protecting them ever since.
So you are an agent of Orwell Fitch?
I am a paladin of Alturius.
None of us are friends with Orwell Fitch. You seek vengeance?
The only thing I seek is justice.
As do I.
But I don't believe that it should be. I don't believe it should be coming from our own hands.
I can also help with that.
But he must see justice. 15 years I sat and I thought and I contemplated the horrible things that I would do to Orville Fitch if I had ever had him within my grasp. But also that time has taught me forgiveness and compassion.
No, we don't forgive. We simply seek justice.
Aseir is an agent of...
Aseir is an agent of Orwell
No,
Fitch.
he's not. Aseir is an agent of Canathar.
Aseir is an agent of Orwell Fitch.
And, you know,
Just
Orwell Fitch doesn't have a lot of
You have to tell the
swing
truth.
as far as you guys
That's true.
know. His swing isn't within... It's complicated. I'm not getting into it. There's a web out there.
Yeah. I assume it's like he...
The
like,
deep.
Dark web.
Buy some illegal guns!
Aseir works for
Probably do Torbrow.
Evander.
Yeah, he doesn't refer to yeah. That's
And
right,
Evander
not
is in combination with Kennethara. Same.
Yeah, they
same
have
level.
share rank.
Yeah.
They both report. They both return. Both report to the same person as well.
As I've laid down my camp, I'm gonna start investigating my great sword trophy and just look for markings and stuff like that.
All right, you do that. Give me an investigation check.
We need to plan our trip. We head back to Mount Valdeos.
I agree.
We return the eye.
Oh yeah.
Where do we go
13?
from there?
Then we go see Orwell Fitch, get some answers.
Skull. He most likely knows where the other eye is. It's probably not with him, since 15 years have passed. But if you want retribution.
I perhaps think this might be the best thing to do, but I am conflicted as we must return the eye immediately.
That's the first thing we're doing.
Oh, then need out.
It just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're planning on returning the eye and then
We shall return
going
the eye
to Evandur and then back to Corvinus, or what's the deal? Or
We return the eye. We confront Orwellfitch. We find the brother.
Yeah. My brother's gonna be at a very specific place in about 24 hours.
in about less than that. Probably like 19-ish,
About 19
19-ish hours, 20-ish hours. And you guys spend 8 of that sleeping, and then God knows how much of that traveling, and then I don't know if you're gonna make it back in time. Well,
Kill him. No.
It might.
Again. You don't send a message.
I could send a message, but I also told my brother that I would be there.
But if you sent
Send
a message
that
explaining that you could, I
there
could be
were
there.
obligations I couldn't be there. I feel he wouldn't take it greatly. All right, fine. We'll send a message. We'll ask him to meet us somewhere. I really hope he doesn't die. I swear to God, if he kill him, I'll kill you.
You know something I don't.
So I want
I
to.
swear to God, if you kill my fanciful brother,
I will
kill you.
I will kill you in real life. Real life brothers don't matter.
I want to do this 5 times, but like spin with my foot, and then like palm strike down, and then like loosen up all the ground and stuff, so it just makes like a comfier bed. And I want to.
Again, there's a giant rock above us, right?
Yep.
Where?
But you're fine for now.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna make 5 little fucking pod beds, and like try and just like loosen the ground so it's like more comfortable for
Alright.
everyone to sleep.
Interesting. Just kind of like, okay, creating creases in the ground, I guess.
Yeah, just like trying to like almost like hit the
Fossils.
ground so that it like.
So we have
Just-
a lump here.
It's just all rocks.
After a glacier, just like scrapes it
Instead of
clean.
like a really uncomfortable, strong, stiff surface, it's a more slightly comfortable,
ergonomic.
Loose ground.
loose ground.
I
That's
guess. Are we setting up like bedding in camp here?
I'm going to sleep.
In real life,
I lay out my mattress.
Alright.
Full mattress.
So do I.
Yeah, I just want to like wherever you're sleeping, I want to like sit next to you or close enough so that I can meditate and then also be within like presence of the orb, even if it's in your bag. Doesn't matter.
Yep. As we're like setting up for bedding, I just kind of ask you, Aseir, what do you know of the House of Light's confliction with the Silent Congress?
I've never heard of the Silent Congress.
Probably not.
Never heard of the Silent Congress.
I have never heard of the Silent Congress.
Do you know of the some kind of war that's been happening between the Silent Congress and the House of Light?
I have once again never heard of the Silent Congress.
They're too silent.
I'm sorry, I could not be of more help.
That's okay. Tell me everything you know.
What is the Silent Congress?
It's a faction that
sucks.
whose basic motif is to spread knowledge and keep the songs, the nightingale and the rooster safe from the House of Light.
I would know about the songs.
It's
like
it's a myth, yeah.
Yeah.
They're currently in control of Corvinus. They also killed Favore, my father, my adopted one.
They also killed
my
Favore.
adopted
Just stop it.
Yeah, it's just like your fucking parentheses in yourself. But I still loved him like he was a real father.
Well, he loved me more than my father did. At least he accepted me for who I was.
And who are you?
I am nobody. A wandering traveler.
A shadow with a shade.
A shadow in the shade. A shadow in the shade.
Take one stair left.
And the darkness between the light.
The waves of the sea, the wind in the air, the grass in the field, a blade of grass in the field.
Have you guys seen that like video? It takes like it's like a bike race, and it is just like an overlay of sound from like Man of Steel, and it's like at first, Cal, they might think your ways foolish, but eventually they will embrace your ways in the light. And it's just like this guy like riding a bike, and then he like props himself up on the seat, and then like
just like has his feet completely out and he gets super aerodynamic.
Oh yeah, I've seen this video.
It's just like
It's genius.
Yeah.
It's genius.
You know, Jurassic Park.
Yes,
and
I
Man of
guess.
Steel.
Yeah.
We should take shifts most likely for watch. Who wants to go first?
I'm not exactly tired.
I thought you were tired.
You're the first person to say
I'm like
it.
super tired.
My body is tired.
Right.
But I'm like my mind is awake.
Okay.
Or maybe the
I'll
opposite.
take first watch.
Maybe it's the opposite. Like when all of your like magic is
I'm
gone.
just, that's fine. I'll
Yeah.
just do it.
I'll take first watch.
I think. Did you say Kosei second?
I think so.
I'll take third watch.
Fourth.
Also,
Solid. Or what?
complications or whatever they're called.
Oh, me? Like random encounters? Don't worry about it.
So then
I
we
gotta
rest.
know this one too.
We shall rest.
Yeah.
I'll take a nice little gulp of water from my water skin before we do so.
Yeah.
On center.
This one.
Alright, you do that. And you guys rest up, take a long rest, I assume,
Yes.
to the next
Try
day.
to.
8 hours.
Do we any XP from
Yep.
the day?
Yeah, you guys get flip over.